Hello, if you want to watch exclusive lemon content on What If Naruto, then go to my Boosty. The first link in the description here contains such hot stories for adults, such as What If Naruto was a daddy for Sarada, or Kushina and Mikoto vulgar Naruto mommies. Follow the link and enjoy. I'm waiting for you.
Shinigami is very human. Lo Jara, the Shinigami sees the children, but the older one catches his attention and uses his power to see their future, and when he sees it he starts laughing like crazy, ha 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 ha, what a boy. A very promising future awaits you, human as I am in a good mood. I will not take your soul apart, I will give you a gift. Minato Al listen, that is glad the Shinigami go to Kyuubi and turns it into an orange sphere and puts the whole sphere into Naruto. Minato, what are you doing? Shinigami. He smiles and with his other hand attracts another blue sphere. This is the two tails and I will stamp it on your daughter, lol. Not Minato. Shinigami. He puts the blue sphere in Naruto and when he puts it in he goes laughing like crazy. Kusina runs as she can to her husband and sees that her children are fine, and Minato explains what happened, and she is stunned. And they see Naruto, and they see that Naruto's eyes turn crimson red, and Naruto's right eye turns yellow, and the other green. And the two adults, seeing that, decided to leave them abandoned in the forest to their fate. But at that moment a strange figure saw what happened, and sees the children, and takes them away. What happened, Raiga? Why did you take so long, and what are those things? He says this, pointing to the two bundles he has in his arms. Raiga Zabuza are the children of the fourth Hokage. It seems that he abandoned them to their fate. Zabuza approaches the children, and when she sees them, she blushes because she saw the face of the two children. And it turned out to be something adorable. What do we do with him? They, Zabuza, we will take them, besides they will be able to accommodate with the other babies that we have in our village, Raiga. You're right, flashback, a week earlier. The Seven Thorns of the Mist were fighting Kiri's ninjas because they discovered that they were only tools to kill the clans with Kekenka. I do not know how to spell it, I do the best I can and more than now, because in a house not far away. They left Kisame taking care of the babies. These were Aku and Ranmaru. These were two cute babies. Raiga and Zabuza were defeating Kiri's last ninja, and once they killed him, they all headed with Kisame and the Raiga babies. Kisame, as the babies are doing, Kisame is doing well. She is getting close to Ranmaru to Raiga as he became fond of her. Raiga is beautiful, she will be a beautiful Miss Heinen for sure. If for sure it will be Zabuza and Aku Kisame, here is the other baby approaching her. Zabuza is very adorable, she smiled at him through her bandage that everyone noticed. Kusimura, I think I know your weakness now. I just have to bring a baby, and you give up right away. Everyone laughed, and after that they put on a serious face. Jinpachi, now where are we going to Buza? I heard that there is a village in the Busco, it's a little far from Konoha, and besides, Kiri won't want to waste her time to go. To look there as far as I know, it is a very small village with 7 or 8 houses at least. Raiga, okay, let's go there. I don't want my princess to be in any more danger. Maybe I'll go, it looks like you're going to make an excellent father. Raiga, thank you, he said it cheerfully. Everyone went to that village, and once there they killed everyone, and then they cleaned everything up. They began to cultivate and plunder remote villages because it was not convenient if the villages were close. And spent 2 months in which everyone lived quietly and raising the babies until Raiga Ben, my love, it is not long now, extended the arms to his little daughter. Zabuza, I'm surprised he's already walking. Kisame caught us all by surprise. Raiga. All right, you've already arrived. I lift up his little daughter, celebrating that I managed to get there with him, but at that a roar is heard, and everyone is alarmed. Zabuza Kisame, stay with Aku, please, Kisame, if he goes as fast as he can. Raiga Kusimura, stay with Ranmaru Kusimura, if he charges Ranmaru. Maru. Raiga Zabuza, let's investigate Zabuza if. They both left, and saw that the village of Konoha was being attacked by the Kyuubi. And the fourth one was trying to fight with the Kyuubi. End of the flashback. The two swordsmen arrive at their mini village very happy as they have more babies to make their family bigger. Zabuza boys. Look, we've got new members, everyone. They went to see the babies carrying the other babies. And when they saw the babies, their eyes took the shape of a heart. Fuguki, how beautiful. And where they found them, Zabuza Kuenta Todo. And Kisame almost goes to the village to kill the irresponsible parents, but they stopped him. Zabuza, from now on they will be the new members. Kisame, I'm staying with the Manhatsu kid. I'm staying with the girl Zabuza. Well decided, that now we can rest. That tomorrow will be a long day, and so 7 years passed, in which the 7 swordsmen trained them. Aku was trained with her element and Elos, and Ranmaru in her ability as a sensor. Naruto were taught to control the power of their Bijus, and they also taught everyone the jutsu of hiding in the mist, and one day, Zabuza infiltrated Konoha and stole several jutsus so that the children and Zabuza could learn. He found several Fuinjutsu stamps, and took them with him since Naruto was an expert in Fuinjutsu. And he also stole the Rasengan and the Irasen. And once that they trained them to the maximum. And they also wanted to train them with swords. But only Naruto, and Ranmaru could, as Aku preferred the Senbons. And they saw that Naruto had potential. And Asabusa took him on a mission with him. And when he gave his sword to Naruto, he was surprised. Since he managed to kill 2 bandits of East rank, and after that, everyone trained Naruto. And he managed to perfect his art in Fuinjutsu, being at level 13 of the sealed Uzumaki and also sword. But what surprised them the most is that Naruto learned the Rasengan and the Irasen to the best or passed in a year. And when Naruto was in training, Zabuza noticed that Naruto's eyes turned red with blades. Zabuza froze as Naruto had awakened the trained Sharingan, and Zabuza started to investigate and realized that Minato was Madara Uchiha's grandson. But what he found out is that Madara put a seal so that they do not wake up the Sharingan, but apparently the seal. It just broke down in Naruto since Naruto didn't seem to have any signs that he could wake him up, but what worried Zabuza more is that Naruto didn't behave like normal brothers since they seemed like a sweet couple. But Zabuza put that aside and decided to train Naruto a little more. A year later, the 7 swordsmen were returning after doing a mission as mercenaries, and they saw Ambus and Jounin of Konoha in front. And they started to fight, but their power was stronger, and the Ambus and Jounin of Konoha won. And when they were about to die, they all activated. He put them all so they could teleport to their mini village, and when all the kids saw them, they went there to see if they could help them, but it was too late. They were dying, but Zabuza with his last strength told Naruto to come closer. Zabuza. Naruto, protect everyone and destroy Konoha because they were the ones who did this to us. They all clenched their fists. But in that Zabuza smells everyone talking. Now we all have to do it there. They concentrated chakra, and their swords floated and spun until they were one. Note, the sword will be called Devil's Fangs. It was like a katana, but it had red-tipped fangs all over the blade, and its handle was black. Zabuza, this katana has all the power of our swords. Use it to get revenge. Naruto Izens, and grabbed the katana with tears. Zabuza, Naruto, in my house, there is a letter from Als, and please forgive me when you finish reading it. Close his eyes and the others too. Naruto, The blonde guy screamed, and his eyes went to the Sharingan to see how a blade formed, but then they fall. I changed to look like a shuriken with a blade on each tip, but then I changed to a ringed purple eyes, so that later a blade was added on each eye. I will avenge them, I swear I will. Naruto quickly went to Zabuza's house and saw the letter, and saw that it had written about how he found him and his sister. I forgive you, Zabuza-san. No see. I feel hatred towards you or others, but I swear Konoha will pay for them. Naruto, who was also there. She hugged her brother and gave him a tender and beautiful kiss on the lips. And that caused him to deactivate his Dujutsu, and Naruto reciprocated the kiss. And when they separated, they saw Aku and Ranmaru jealous, and they approach and kiss him too, but Naruto. He proposes that when they are older, they marry Naruto, and Naruto blushing remembered the sprats. They were outside, so he decided to make 7 graves and put flowers on each grave. Naruto still had a scroll in his hand, and he saw that it was Kagebusen no Jutsu, and in less than 4 hours, he mastered it. And was able to make like 1,000,000 clones. Girls. Naruto, that happened. Oni-chan. Naruto, the village of the leaf will fall, but this will always be our home, so I will leave clones to expand the space, and when they finish, I will make them put a stamp so that no one can enter or see it for when we all return there. Naruto did as he said, and after that everyone went to the village of the leaf, and once there they went with the Hokage Minato. I heard they were playing Naruto Pass. Naruto and the others had a good morning, Hokage-sama. Minato, hi, tell me what's up. Naruto. We wanted to tell him that we wanted to get into the academy to be ninjas. Minato, sure, tell me where our Naruto from a village a bit. Little girl that no one knows anymore. A few days ago she was destroyed. My born, I'm sorry about that, but finally, they can go to the academy, and they also have an apartment here. There are the keys. He holds out his hand for her to take the keys. Naruto, thank you. Hokage-sama grabs the keys. My born of nothing is my duty as Hokage. Note by the way, Naruto is dressed in a black polo shirt with the symbol of Kiri, and some Ambus pants, and Naruto too. But she wears a miniskirt with some minisers, and Aku is dressed the same as the Anum, but without a mask. And Ranmaru is just like the Anum. Our group heads to the academy, and they knock on the door, and Iruka opens, and asks what they and Naruto want. He gives the blade to Iruka. He gives them a pass to Iruka. Guys, I have some good news, and that's that 4 guys are joining. Introduce yourselves. Naruto. Naruto and the girls introduce themselves, and go to their seats, and the men don't stop watching the girls. And Naruto lets loose his killer instinct, which makes the men afraid of him, and the girls too. They used to see Naruto, but he doesn't care, but a Yuga keeps seeing him blushing. I think it will be more difficult than I thought. He sits in the background with his beloveds. Iruka explained things that Naruto already knew, so he decided to get out a Fuinjutsu book and started reading. Iruka said that they would go out to do a taijutsu competition. And that cheered up Naruto Iruka a little bit. Well, the first match will be Sasuke Uchiha versus Kiba and Nozuka. Both competitors were very confident and smiled arrogantly when they were about to fight. But in the end, Sasuke Iruka Naruto Momoki versus Menma Uzumaki won. They both stood in front of each other. Menma, listener, surrender that you are no match for the next Hokage, the strongest Naruto. Ha ha ha, the strongest Hokage, please, if you can't even kill a fly, and you are going to do Hokage. Menma got mad because she was making fun of the shut up I warned you, but well, you leave me no choice but to give you your comeuppance. And so those three beauties will be mine. Naruto got angry because he wanted to take his girlfriends away from him, so in a quick move, he appeared next to Menma and knocked him out. No one is going to take from me what I love the most on this earth. Everyone was surprised, and the Naruto girls blushed a lot as he said he loved them more than anything. And well, all the matches were boring until Naruto versus Sasuke arrived. Sasuke, come on dobe, give up, because I an elite Uchiha don't deserve to fight with the trash. And besides, I'll keep those elite Naruto Uchiha beauties. He activates his three-bladed Sharingan, and in a puff of smoke, gets behind Sasuke and knocks him out. Elite Yaokia, if clear, deactivates to his Sharingan. And that's how the first day of the academy ended, and Naruto and his girls went to training. And everyone started fighting with the blonde's clones. While he was training his Fuinjutsu, and had managed to reach level 15, and he celebrated by giving each of his girlfriends a kiss. And then everyone went to his apartment and watched. That I had a kitchen and a table, and I only had 2 rooms, so they would have to sleep 2 in 1 room. And Naruto said he would sleep with Naruto, and the others didn't like that. And after that, everyone took a bath and went to dinner and then to bed. The next day, at the academy, Naruto was bored and decided to make a shadow clone when Iruka did not notice and left the village and went to where his village was and saw that the clones they work very well. But one of them approaches him with a scroll. Naruto, and this he says holding the scroll. Clone, I'll leave that to you, maybe I'll get well. Without further ado, boss, I'm going to get on with my job. Naruto, or that the clone is going to help the duh. Also, and Naruto opens the scroll and sees that it's a set of clothes. He had a black polo shirt with the red Kiri symbol and Kiri Ambus pants. And he also had a black cape with red skulls, and he had a face mask like Kakashi's. Thank you, Kisum-san. I'll go see if there's a good catch. Naruto went to find out if there was a ninja renegades of SSS class, and when he found them, he decided to activate his Rain Sharingan of a blade and fought against everyone, managing to take out another blade and quickly returned to the village because he knew that he was going to finish the academy. And when he was in the borders, he created a clone to do his job as a mercenary, and Naruto changed and cleaned his clothes that were stained with blood. And when he was clean, he put them back in the scroll and returned to his girls. And they were waiting for him in his apartment because the clone told them to buy something. And when he was at the door, he opened it and was surprised that everyone was waiting for him with a delanta. What a surprise! Ram Maru, and how did it go? Naruto, well he. Naruto. Well he. Naruto, and how was the academy? Aku, horrible. Naruto kissed all the girls, and then sat down, and Aku and Naruto served the food and started eating. This is delicious. Thank you all, my love. Naruto, thanks for the meal. He goes to the sink and washes his plate once. He did that, he went to his room to talk to someone. Well, it's time to talk, buddy. Until you deign to talk, Naruto, I'm sorry, I just had a lot of things on my mind. It doesn't matter, come here, we have to talk about something important. Naruto, okayan, Naruto subconscious, hello Kurama. Kurama, hi brat. Well, about what I want to tell you is that we have to go to Yuzu in a few years. Naruto, Yuzu. What is that? Kurama is the island of the Uzumaki clan. There are some things there that could benefit both of us. Naruto, I understand and remember that we have to take revenge on this village, that all he did was make us suffer. Kurama, yes puppy, we will have no mercy on this village. By the way, Toma throws a summoning scroll at him. Naruto, is this Kurama the Fox's summoning contract? It's a clan he founded when he was younger. Naruto, wow, that's unexpected, but anyway, with this I'll be able to make myself stronger, right? Kurama, if you can also learn the sage mode of the foxes, there I also give you the contract of summoning the dragons. But in itself it is not a sage mode, only if a dragon trains you, you can take out wings and fly or something. Naruto, amazing. Well, thanks, buddy. I'm going to do it now. Naruto poured out his blood and passed the tests. They get both invocations. Well, Kurama, I have to go now, but I'll come back another day. Kurama, of course, puppy. By the way, Matatabi already gave Naruto the summoning of cats and lions. And that's why I'm giving you this too. Naruto, I'm glad to know that Matatabi. It also helps my beloved. Kurama, he. Yeah, well, puppy, get out of here, I'm going to sleep. Naruto, Oka God comes out of his subconscious. Thank you, Kurama. 4 years later, Naruto was about to graduate with his girls. But at that time the Naruto clone did not stop hunting down the criminals from the bingo book and managed to win. Like 12 million rivers, and some nicknamed him the Crimson Esdachin because whenever he hunted he got blood-stained. And left a big trail of blood. Back with our protas at the academy, they had already done all the tests, and in which he humiliated Menma and Sasuke, who thought they were the best in the whole world. Naruto was sitting talking to his women when he noticed a white-eyed girl approaching him with a blush. Inata na. Naruto kunti. I have something to say. Naruto, and what is Inata-chan? Inata. She blushed a little more. You me. I like you, Naruto. Kun, I've always liked you. Everyone was impressed except Naruto, Aku and Ranmaru, who already knew and agreed to Inata to be another Naruto fiancé. Naruto and Nata-chan, I like you too, and I would love you to be my girlfriend. If that doesn't bother you, the words were addressed to the girls. Who told him? It's okay for all of us. Naruto thanks extends his hand and Mata grabs him very happy. And Mata Naruto-kun smiles at him and Naruto too. Menma, hey you moron, what do you think you're doing as I make you remember you and I are getting married when we turn 16. She said it furiously. Inata, I don't care, and if I have to face you and my father so be it. Monmaya, but it doesn't matter, sooner or later, you will be mine and Greek. He couldn't finish because he got hit by Naruto. Naruto, listen to me well, I don't care if I have to kill the whole Yuga clan to be with Inata. And if you ever talk to my girlfriend like that again, I swear that I will cut off that which makes you a man. He said it with the eyes of the Kyuubi. Menma, but since you have, she couldn't finish, as Naruto went back to his women and hugged Imata, who kissed her. You bastard. After that, Iruka gave the teams, they are equal to the anime. Iruka Team 7, Menma Namikaze, Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura. Kura Aruno, and her sensei is Kakashi Atake, Team 12. Naruto Momoki, Aku Momoki, Ramaru Kurasuki, and his sensei is Kasina Uzumaki. And please wait for his sensei and Ruta retires, and almost everyone's sensei comes in. And the room is empty like her love XD, and only. The team remains. 7 and 12. Menma hey dobe Naruto. I look at Menma to see what she wanted, because you better not change equipment with me, and I'll keep those beauties. Sasuke, you're crazy, they're mine. An elite Uchiha deserves girls as perfect as they are. Menma, they will be mine. Naruto, you two signed your pacts. With death, he went at a speed that even the Uchiha could not see him with his Sharingan, and when he was in front of them, he grabbed them by the neck. Repeat that and you'll see what I'm made of. Sakura, hey, let go of my Sasuke-kun. Naruto. He turned his eyes to her, and when he saw her, he sent her flying. You are too weak to say that you are an apprentice, Kunoichi. Louder, and it looked like they were both about to take their last breath, but at that a white guy kicks him, and they're already there. Kakashi, what's wrong with you? Did you even want to kill him? Naruto insulted my girlfriends, and I wasn't going to forgive him for that. Kusina, if you know you could have gotten in trouble if you killed them, right? Naruto, I don't care about that. He released a bit of his chakra. Kasina. Impossible, this guy has huge chakra reserves. Naruto, and that was only my 20%. Hearing that, the two sensei were stunned. Kakashi, see you upstairs. Kakashi takes Menma and Sasuke in a sunsin and Kasina the same. Naruto, alright, let's go, they all nodded and left in a sunsin. And Sakura had to go on foot, and when the two adults showed up, they were surprised that they knew the sunsin. Kasina, as you know, the sunsin. Naruto was taught to us by our family. Kakas, and then they were ninjas. Naruto, yes, and the strongest of this earth looked to the sky. Kusina, and what are their names? Ranmaru, we can't say that. Note by the way, Naruto and Naruto are still wearing their same clothes when I said it at the beginning. And Aku and Ranmaru are the same as the anime, but Aku doesn't have his mask. Kusina, I understand. Kakashi, well, Menma and Sasuke are about to wake up, and when Sakura arrives. Now everyone will be introduced. There are all of them. At that moment Sakura arrives, and Menma and Sasuke wake up, and Kakashi says, Kakashi, well, now that we're all here, why don't you introduce yourselves? Sakura, and why don't you introduce yourselves first? Kakashi bara Kasina, okay. Kakashi, my name is Kakashi Attack. I have many tastes. My hobbies do not interest them. My dislikes I have not thought about, and my dreams for the future I have none. Everyone. He only told us his name. Kasina, my name is Uzumaki Kasina. My tastes are Ishiraku ramen and being with my family. My chagrin is that I won't be able to see my daughter, and my dreams for the future is to be a grandfather. Well, everyone was surprised except Menma and Naruto to see your bubblegum hair because you don't show up. Sakura, my name is Aruno Sakura, my likes are Sasuke-kun. My hobbies is studying about the Uchiha clan. My dislikes are Menma Baka, and my dream for the future is to have a daughter with Sasuke. Kakashi bara Kasina. Fangirl. Kasina Menma, it's your turn. Menma, my name is Menma Namikaze Uzumaki. My tastes are Ishiraku and Kaizen ramen. My hobbies is being with Erosanin. My dislikes is Naruto dobe, and my dreams is to be the most powerful Hokage. Kasina, well, duck hair touches you. Sasuke. A little angry, my name is Uchiha Sasuke. My likes, I have many likes. My hobbies is training with Itachi ni. My dislikes are Naruto dobe, and my dream for the future is to be the best elite Uchiha. Kakashi, well, your little blonde. Naruto, my name is Monoki Naruto. My tastes are Naruto, nay, and being with him. My hobbies are training and being with Naruto, nay. My dislikes are true Uchiha and Namikaze, who think they are the kings of the world. And my dream is to marry my Naruto, nay, and have many children, he said, hugging him, while Naruto blushes and the others are shocked. Menma, but they're brothers, they can't do that, better come with me next. Take a shit. Naruto, I didn't just say that I dislike you and that Gyuchiya. Menma. Menma got angry, but decided to turn to look at the sky. Well, the other two responded with the same, and when Naruto's turn came. Naruto, my name is Momoki Naruto, my tastes is to be with my queens. That made her blush. My hobbies are training and kissing my precious gems. The girls blushed even more. My dislikes are the people who take away what you love the most, and my dream is not a simple dream, because I will make it a reality today. To destroy two enemies in common, and then have many children with my beloved girls. When they heard that, they blushed a lot more. Kusina, well, I'll see you tomorrow at training camp, number 7. Oh, by the way, don't have breakfast because you might throw up with that. Everyone left, and Naruto and his girls looked for Hinata, but they saw that Kiba was asking her out on a date, but she was refusing. But he was forcing her. Kiba, let's go just one lap, he was saying that while pulling her by the arm. And Hinata, no, I don't want to wanted to leave, but at that moment Naruto appears and gives him a blow on the nose that makes him bleed. Kiba bastard, what do you think you're doing? An alpha like me got hit by a loser, took another hit. Naruto. Activate his Sharingan and pull Kiba to this one. In front of him, look, you get close to my Hinata again, and I swear I annihilate your whole clan, and then I love you to a chair. While you see how I have fun with your sister and your mother, it became clear. Kiba, that if I won't force Hinata something she doesn't want again with that, Naruto lets him. Naruto, you're fine my love, he said as he hugged her. And he kills, if my love gives him a kiss. Naruto, do you want to come to my house? And it kills, yes. In Naruto's apartment. Naruto, okay, I'm going to cook what they want to eat. And he kills ramen. Naruto cooked ramen, and everyone, when they tried it, started eating much faster, and when everyone was satisfied, Naruto came up with something. Naruto, girls, follow me, pull all the girls. Naruto. Nay, don't come in until I tell you. Naruto. 3 minutes passed, and Naruto told him that he can come in and for what? In front of him were all as God brought them into the world. Lemon jump no jutsu. Naruto, he laid down on his bed. But after Hinata threw herself on the one who passes my love. Hinata, I love you, kiss him. Naruto, I love you too. After that, everyone gets dressed, and Naruto takes Hinata to his compound, but Hinata couldn't walk well as Naruto was very rude. We're here, I'm sure you're fine. And Hinata, if I am, don't worry. And so and Cream, because you're so late. And Hinata, I'm sorry father. And so he enters the house, I have to talk to you. Naruto, listen to why he's talking to you like that. Yasi, because she is my daughter, and I can do whatever I want. Naruto. He takes a hit, I won't let him talk to my Hinata-chan like that. Hinata Naruto-kun. Yasi bastard brat, activates his Yakugan, tries to hit him, but he couldn't move anymore. What's the matter? Naruto, I put a paralysis stamp on you when you didn't notice. Yasi, well then it's true. Naruto, what a thing. Since you're my daughter's boyfriend, Menma came to me a while ago to complain, and I don't approve of this. Naruto, I don't need your approval, I'll take my Hinata-chan 3 clones ago so that they can take Hinata's things to her apartment. I'm gonna call a council meeting and see how you get away. Naruto, do whatever you want, if they try anything against me and my women, I will kill them. He makes a Sunsin to leave and take Hinata. At Naruto's house. Hinata, why did you do it, my love? Naruto, I will tell you everything, so I tell him everything about what happened to him in his life, and after that I promised myself that the most beloved in my life would protect him. Hinata, I love you, kiss him. Naruto, and I still show up their clones and arrange their things, and one of the clones explains everything to them, but in that an Ambo appears. Ambo is requested to be present at the council together with his women. The Ambo is leaving in a Sunsin. Naruto, alright, let's finish this. Everyone leaves on Sunsin and shows up at the council and takes a seat. Hinoichi, why did you call us and so? I already called you here because this commoner took my daughter who is engaged to Menma. My kill, is that true, Naruto? Naruto, yes, but first he moves his arm, and out comes a blade that spreads all over the room, killing all the Ambus, which surprised everyone now. If you tell me your complaints, gentlemen, I dance because you killed the Ambus. Naruto wasn't going to let them spy on this meeting. Minato, well, then what do we do about the Hinata thing? Adino, I say you speed up your marriage and get married immediately. Naruto, if you guys do that, you'll get my whole life. Adino, we are threatened by a stranger. Naruto, I'm not a stranger, I was born here, but my father raised me in another village. Shimura, tell us who your father is. Naruto, kiss him or Shiraki. Everyone was surprised to hear such news. Danzo, as far as I remember, no inhabitant of the Leaf saw him here, much less had a loving relationship here. Naruto, he adopted me when I was abandoned along with my sister. Shikaku, then you don't know who your parents are. Naruto. And I'm not interested in knowing who my father or mother is. Hinoichi, but it interests us, and I'm going to read your mind right now, he said it with authority. Naruto, do it. I have a seal on my head, so that none of the Yamaka clan reads my mind, and they can't take the seal off me either. You would have to be an Uzumaki with a level of Fuinjutsu. On the 15th, everyone went blank with such information, and then what will they do? Will they leave me alone with my beloved ones? Or do I have to stain my hands with their blood, releasing a killer instinct that Jubi himself would be afraid of? I'm dancing. I propose we leave him alone. In peace, everyone was surprised to see that Danzo was afraid of a stranger. And Ruzan can't be, even you are afraid of him. So, this meeting is over. Everyone nodded and left, and Naruto was about to leave, but Minato stopped him. Minato, Naruto, tell me what intentions you have with Hinata. Naruto, love her, respect her, die next to her, and have my children with her. My natural, I understand, you can leave. In Naruto's apartment. And Cream. I was hugging and kissing him. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Naruto, I love you too, my precious gem. Naruto and me. Naruto, I love them all, he pounced on them. While I was hugging and kissing them, Naruto, along with his teammates, managed to pass the test by working as a team. At first they had their doubts, but in the end, they were able to pass the test, and from then on. They had several C-rank missions until Tazuna arrived. At first it was an escort mission, but it turned into a mission of protection, but Naruto went to kill Gadly when he had him in front of him. He decided to hand him over to the village, and they tortured him to death. But one day when Naruto was sleeping, he woke up and went to a training area. Naruto, who is it? Get out of there. Ah, I see you were able to spot me. Naruto, that's thanks to Ranmaruchan Orochimaru. Orochimaru, wow, it looks like you already know me. Naruto, well, tell me what you want. Orochimaru, well, as you know, Chunin exams are coming up, and I'm going to invade the village, and I want you. Naruto, I already know to help you, I accept, but I want something in return. Orochimaru, what do you want? Naruto, just like you, I want to destroy the leaf, so I want you to help me with that. Orochimaru. He couldn't die, besides if you destroy the village, he wouldn't be able to have the Sharingan anymore. Naruto, look, I bring you in Uchiha, and make him have the Majekyo, but you give me something. Orochimaru, what do you want? Naruto, we'll see about that later, but first of all, as you know about me, because for some reason you increased your chakra. Orochimaru, well, I met Zabuza, and he was my best friend, because he taught me several jutsus, and I managed to get along with him. And when I found out he died, I swore that the leaf would pay me right now. I don't care if I kill anyone I know. My father once. Naruto, okay, and as you may know, I'm going to Uzumaki Island very soon, so. Orochimaru, okay, well, we're partners now, he extends his hand to her. Naruto. He shakes her hand. Well, I'm coming back, and I hope we can be better friends in the future. Orochimaru, yes. Naruto, and tell your boyfriend to hide his chakra better, he's leaving. Not Orochimaru. Blushing boyfriend. Kabuto, as Orochimaru-sama knew. Orochimaru, I don't know, Kabuto-kun blushing. Kabuto-kun. Orochimaru-sama is feeling good. It's your turn if I never call myself that in front of you. Orochimaru. Red, I'm fine. Let's go at once. They left. In a sunsin. The next day, Tor Hokage. Minato, you're probably wondering why you're here. Yes, and Ruzan, we have received information that Naruto is plotting with Orochimaru to destroy the village. And that I have to see there, and Ruzan that Orochimaru is looking for a body, and it has to be Uchiha. Minato, this is the plan with Naruto. Naruto. Because I feel that something bad is going to happen, I better be alert. When everyone was gathered, the two Jounin asked them if they wanted to participate, and they nodded after that. Naruto and all his girls were in his apartment playing Truth or Dare. Naruto is right up my alley, Oni-chan Truth or Dare. Naruto really? Naruto who has the best ass of all, they all blushed. Naruto, everyone has an amazing ass. Naruto, Oni-chan. Naruto, no, I love them all equally in that a bird appears with a note that is this Naruto. Apparently they followed you yesterday because according to my informants and followed you and now one of that village infiltrated our gang. Well, I'm just warning you to be careful, I see. And Mada Naruto-kun activates his Yakugan while unleashing a killer instinct that would make Madara run like a chicken. You have something to tell us. Naruto good. That's how he told them everything. Aku then the time has come. Naruto is... Ranmaru, well you have to train to death. Naruto yes, but when the invasion is over, Naruto nay is going to give us of his fluids. They all blushed. Naruto, well let's go train. They all went to training, and Naruto created 1,000,000 clones to train. And the original Naruto went around the village to see which girl he can conquer, and he saw Hino, and when Hino saw that he was coming, his panties got wet. Hi Hino-chan. And no hello Naruto-kun blushing. Naruto, well I'll be blunt, and you don't want to go on a date with me. And not that if I would love it can be at 7. Naruto is. And I won't wait for you and he's not going home. Naruto goodbye on the way to another place. Well, now who else? Either the sister and mother of the dog boy goes to the Inozuka clan drop-off and asks an Inozuka if he can take him to Tsume Inozuka, the current leader, or the Tsume-san. Add hello and tell me what you want. Naruto wanted to see if he wants to have intercourse with me. Tsume I don't think so brat, besides you don't seem to be that strong. Naruto right now I could destroy Konoha by myself. Tsume if you want me to let you touch me I have to see how much of a man you are. Right now it's just me and my daughter Anna. Naruto if she wants she could join us. Tell me it would be better so he can see how I humiliate you. Naruto, we'll see about that. Tsume takes him to his room and I call Anna. Anna mom, why did you call me? Tsume locks the door. Anna locks the door and then sits down. Tsume today you are going to witness how I will humiliate This brat who claims to be an alpha goes to Naruto and puts his hand in and is surprised to feel something really big and hard. That is you have it there. Naruto is my little friend, do you want to say hello to him? He said it secutorily. Lemon jump no jutsu by baby, I love you kisses her, and then she goes to take a bath in the bath that was there. And after taking a bath she falls down. Over and gone what time is it? I think it's 5 or 6 o'clock. I'm going to my house. Let's see it's time. He went to his house and saw that it was 6:30 a.m. Well, I'm going to get ready for my date with Hino. With Hino. Hino. It shows in the mirror if I think I'm ready. He leaves his house and makes fun of Naruto's house. And when he was in front of the top door, Naruto, hi Hino, are we leaving yet? Hino yes happy and blushing, come on. Naruto, okay, come on, he grabs her by the hand, and that makes her blush more. They both went to a very elegant restaurant, and had dinner, and then walked around the whole village, until they reached the head of the Hokage. Hino, tell me you liked me. And I haven't. That made her blush the best when I saw you the first time. I was very attracted to you, but little by little I started to fall in love. And I would like you to give me the opportunity to be your girlfriend, but I know you have your girlfriends too, but I want a chance. Naruto, of course I do, besides I love you too, just let me tell the others, and they accept you too. Hino or Naruto, the blonde guy came up to Hino and stole a kiss, but Hino started to make it more intense. Naruto, my love, you he. Hino, if I want my first time to be with you. Naruto, Hino. Well, I kiss her more, and she started to take off her clothes, and Hino did the same until they were naked. And I will not give you the love that you deserve was followed by Besan as Hino climbed on top of Naruto. And no, honey, I want to feel you. Naruto, okay, and she didn't start going down slowly until Naruto's erect member started coming in, but Naruto grabbed her by her galleys and pulled her down. And not it's very big, I love it. Naruto let's get started. In dressing her up while Hino was riding, your interior is perfect. Hino Naruto came up to her face and kissed him, and Naruto grabbed her by her hip and started going faster and faster to Naruto. If give me harder. Naruto and, I can't take it anymore. And don't give me from you, give it to me. Naruto started to go faster and ran filling up. To the Yamanaka completely. Naruto, I love you. I have a lot of you inside of me. I kiss him. And then they got changed and Naruto dropped her off at his house. And then he went to where he and his girlfriends were training. Because one clone exploded and everyone was passed out from so much exhaustion. I'd better take them. 4 clones grabbed the girls. And the others disappeared. In Naruto's apartment, all the girls had already woken up and Naruto talked to them and the others understood. And kill, my love, I want to be your first wife. Naruto and I are the second. Naruto, now we need to rest well. Note Menma has red hair and wears Naruto's clothes like. In the anime, in that week they had trained, but one day ninjas from the sand village. Brat, you can't see where you're going. Menma, hey, put it down. Kanomaru, boss, help me. Kankuro, leave it. Kankuro, don't be afraid, and this brat has to apron. I didn't finish because he took a hit in the style. Stomach. Naruto, that you don't know that he is the grandson of the 3rd Kage. Kankuro to sorry brat, letting go of Konohamaru. Naruto, tell your friend to get out of that tree. Sasuke, wow dope, I didn't know you found out about me. Naruto wasn't saying it to you, he was saying it to the redhead over there. He points to Sasuke's side. Wow, I didn't know you'd seen me. Naruto, what's your name? Sabaku no Gahara, and you? Naruto Momoki Naruto. Tamari Momoki. Do you know Zabuza Momoki from somewhere? Naruto, of course he was my uncle. Kankuro you. Your uncle was the demon of the fog. Naruto, yes. Gaara, it would be nice to fight with you, Tamari, Kankuro. Let's go. Kankuro or Gaara? Temari, I'll see you another time handsome. Naruto, I'm sure Naruto is getting out of there. Menma Sasuke, you have to go to training to defeat that dope. Naruto. On the way to the Uchiha neighborhood, and entered an alley and put on a sedav. Black and proceeded to see that Uchiha could kidnap, and at that she sees Itachi, and thought about kidnapping him. But stopped when she saw how a kunai was on his neck. Uchiha, what are you doing here? Naruto, looks like I already have my prey. He opens a portal with his Kamui, and they both pass in the Kamui dimension. Uchiha, that technique belongs to an Uchiha. How do you have that power if you are not Uchiha? Naruto, I'll give you a gift. He puts it in the Tsukuyomi, and the Uchiha falls to the floor. It looks like it was easy to tie the hands and feet. I waited for 2 minutes, and when he saw that the Magiccio woke up, I took him out of the Tsukuyomi. Uchiha. What was that? Naruto, apparently watching your loved ones die woke up your Mangeccio, but that doesn't matter because I will seal you on this scroll. So God sealed Lucia and kept the scroll. Then he changed and returned to his apartment. A month later, the tests of the Chunin exams began. Right now our protas are following the stairs, but they saw several people at the exam door, and that was because 2 people wouldn't let them through. Naruto realized that it was a genjutsu and went to the next floor with his girlfriends. Menma, hey Dobe, what do you do if the exam is here? Naruto, you don't realize he's an idiot genjutsu. Sasuke, what? Hello, you are Naruto. Naruto, yes. I'm Rokal, and I wanted to ask you if you want to be my girlfriend. Naruto, I'm sorry, but I already have, and I would never be with someone as weird as you. Rockleo. Naruto, what is it, my love? Naruto, nothing heaven, just reject this one. Naruto, I see he gets more attached to her. Rokal, I challenge you to a duel for the love of Naruto. Naruto, I'm not going to bet on Naruto, she's not an object, she's my world, but to stop bothering her I'll fight with you. They both went to a very open space, while all his girlfriends followed him. And don't teach that asshole a lesson, my love. Naruto og, my love. Rokal? He got into his classic combat pose and prepared to attack with punches and kicks. But Naruto was blocking them with his finger. Sark, what's the matter? Because I can't hit him. Well, I'll use this. I tried to kick him, but Naruto dodged him and hit him hard. In the jaw that left him passed out. Naruto is still not worth leaving you alive. He puts his hand like a blade and a red aura covers him. And when he's about to nail it, a hand stops him. What are you doing? Gay, not you, what do you think you do? Naruto, the Moretto, it's not my fault he's as weak as all the genin of this generation. Gay, I'm not going to let you talk like that, but there's nothing I can do, I'll just take my ward. I charge Lee and he left. Naruto. He will surely tell the Hokage, and I will have more vigilance this time. But anyway, let's go, my loves. All of them went to the exam room. Sasuke, until you get there, Dobe. Naruto, excuse me. Kabuto, hello everyone. Menma, and who are you? Kabuto, my name is Kabuto, and this is my 6th time to repeat the exam. Menma, your 6th time, then you're a weakling. Kabuto, maybe yes, but I managed to collect some rare items over the years. Look, take out some cards, I just have to put chakra on them, and think about the person. Let's see Roke, and Sabaku no Gaara, and Naruto Momoki. Kabuto, okay, I explain the same as in the anime, until I arrive with Naruto, and finally Naru. Naruto took all his cards from him. Naruto, to those pathetic ones there, you can show his technique and whatever, but with me he does not return his cards. Kabuto, I understand Naruto-kun. Well guys, we'll skip to the part where everyone enters the forest of death, because the part of the written exam I don't consider important. Naruto, remember, we can kill as much as we please. Everyone there left looking for which team would have the bad luck to play with them, and unfortunately 4 teams. They landed around them, and went to attack them, but everyone drew their swords, and Aku their Zembal, and dismembered almost everyone. And the others died because they bled out with the Zembal. Naruto, well, we already have the scrolls. Let's see, ours is from heaven, and we have the one from earth. You guys go to the tower. I'll go give this scroll to Ino and Imata-chan. All of them kissed him and left. Naruto, well, Naruto went and handed Ino and Jimata the scrolls, but he saw Menma and Sasuke's team. And thought about what could make Sasuke join them. Okay, I'm going to attack them. He took out a scroll with Ambu clothes and went to where they were. Menma, who are you? Naruto, tell me, have you heard about the Crimson Swordsman? Swordsman Sasuke. The SSS rank mercenary. Naruto, exactly. Sakura, what do you have to do with him? Naruto, I'm his disciple, and I came to give Sasuke a gift, right, Orochimaru? Menma, huh? He turned his head, and saw a pale man appear. Orochimaru, very well, Ambusen. Now we have to recruit Lucia. He went on the attack, but Menma got into a fight with him, and Naruto went to fight Sasuke and Sakura. Naruto, come on, it's all okay. He was saying it while beating them with his fists. Sasuke, tell me who you are. Naruto, you'll know that soon enough. She hit him in the face, and he fell to the floor, and Sakura stood as a shield, and Naruto hit her in the stomach. Orochimaru, well, there is only this weakling left, he said, pointing to Menma. Menma, what a weakling I am not. He received a blow to the head from Naruto, which knocked him out. Orochimaru, Naruto-kun, you shouldn't have been like that with them. Naruto, I already told you that the Konoha ninjas are just garbage, and his Hokage also said it with a tone of annoyance. Orochimaru, if I agree with you, goes to Sasuke and bites him, leaving the bastard seal. Okay, you can go now. Naruto, well, goodbye. He went in search of his team, but first he changed and found his team, before entering hello my loves. All my loves said in unison, as they rushed towards him. All the teams had already arrived, and as there were many of them, they did some preliminaries. And the instructor was about to say if they wanted to leave the exam. But Kabuto beat him to it, and left the exam, and the fights were equal to the anime, but when it was Hino's turn. Instructor Hino Yamanaka versus Sakura Aruno. Hino, wish my luck, my love, gave her boyfriend a kiss. Naruto, I release my precious gem. Hino. She blushed, my love. He covered his face as he came down. Sakura is smart and not so. Today is the day when we will see who is the strongest. And no, of course, my Naruto-kun was training me. Sakura, I've been training too. And know how well, we'll see about that. He put himself in a fighting position. Instructor, all right, let's get started. Sakura now. He ran up to Hino to land a hit on him, but Hino stopped his hit with one hand, and then hit him on the back of the head. And then hit Sakura Lenokyo several times. Everyone had been shocked, but Hinoichi was proud of his daughter. The instructor gave Hino as the winner, and the next match was Inada Yuga versus Nijiri Yuga. And Nada, my love, is already touching me. Naruto, lucky my love, I kiss her, leaving a thread of saliva that united them. And Nada, if my love, came down to the stadium and Neji was waiting for her there. Instructor, start. Neji and Nada give up because you won't be able to with the Yuga prodigy. And Nada, that's what you say, but Naruto-kun taught me a lot of things. Neji, that's what I want to see, 64 palms. He started attacking Inada, but she dodged them, and also gave him a blow in a vital area of her body, which forced Neji to stop attacking, and began to throw shuriken shikune, but Inada already got bored and went quickly to the knockout thread. Everyone was shocked to see the prodigy Yuga knocked out easily. The instructor gave Inada Yuga as the winner, and then gave Menma and Naruto as opponents. Well, it's my time for that double to respect me, and give me all those beauties under the stadium. Naruto, I will have no mercy under a jump to the stadium. Instructor, start. Menma, give up, dobe, you won't be able to with the next shinobi god. Naruto, god shinobi, lol, please. Menma. Angry, he made a Rasengan and went to Naruto to shoot the Rasengan at him. Naruto, please, that thing is nothing. Mega Rasengan made a more powerful Rasengan, but it was a little more celestial, of course. Menma, but that her Rasengan was crushed by Naruto's Rasengan. What was that thing? Naruto, you're not even good for warm-up, so I'll end up with a wind Rasengan. He created a white Rasengan with air to the surroundings, which impressed everyone, but Naruto ignored that and crashed in Menma. Leave him in a state that even the dead did not want to be, and what do you think? Menmer. You are a Naruto. Well, those will be your last words. He created a Chidori with a fiery aura, but before he could nail it to Menma, Kakashi and Minato grabbed it in time. And Kasina quickly took Menma to the infirmary. Minato, what do you think you're doing? Kakashi, Naruto, you can't kill Hokage's son. Naruto, as far as I remember, it is not forbidden to kill my opponent. Minato, Naruto. Well, you can go now. And so all the other fights were almost the same as the anime, but Kiba beat a civilian, and after the matches everyone retired. In the Lokai Tower. Minato, Kusachin, how's Menma doing? He said it worried. Kasina is fine. Luckily they were able to save him. Minato, I see, he said it calmly. Kakashi, but what you need to know is who Naruto Momoki really is. Minato, I do not know. The only thing he said is that he is related to Kisame Asiraki and Zabuza Momoki, then I do not know anything else. Kasina and the ambus assigned to him know nothing. Minato, no, for some reason, they don't remember what they did when they were watching him. Kakashi-sensei, and what I'm about to say is a little crazy. Kasina, what a Kakashi thing. Kakashi will not be that he is her dead son. Minato, and what are you based on, said it impressed. Kakashi, your hair looks just like you and the color your eyes too, and especially that obsession with ramen. The other day I saw him with several orders at the ramen stand. Kusina, how old is she? Kakashi according to the 13-year-old. Minato. He was shocked. Kusina. My baby started crying yes. He's still alive. Minato, let's not jump to conclusions until we're sure. Kakashi, I recommend that you do a DNA test. Minato, good idea, but we need a drop of Sanji or a piece of her hair. Kakashi, don't worry, if I have some of his hair, I take out some of Naruto's hair. Minato, okay, let's go to the hospital to do the test. They went to the hospital to do the DNA test, but they were told that they had to wait a month or have the results. And when they saw that it was already night, they went home. In Naruto's apartment, Mini Lemon no Jutsu jumped the next day. Naruto was having breakfast while the others were sleeping. Naruto, I think it's going to happen to me. Kurama, this boy fills me with pride. Naruto, thanks Kurama. Kurama, you're welcome. Naruto, well, I'm going for a walk. Kurama, well, I'm going to sleep, yawn and fell asleep. Naruto, good. He went out for a walk when he saw the villagers gathering. Naruto, what's going on? Villager 1, you don't know Mito and Satsuki-sama returned to the village. Naruto, and who he is. Villager 2, what do you not know? Mito-sama is the second daughter of our Hokage, and Satsuki-sama is the third and twin of Sasuke-sama. Naruto, I see he saw how two women were walking, and all the villagers greeted her with respect. How exaggerated. Myth, hey, look at that guy. Satsuki, wow, he's handsome. He blushed when he heard what he said. Naruto, not even 5 minutes have passed, and they are already watching me. Satsuki, we'd better go with your father and then take a walk around the village. Myth, if better, and by the way, we know that guy. The two friends headed to the Hokage tower. No, Tomito is a redhead, but without marks on her face, and by the way, Menma doesn't have the marks either, and Satsuki has long hair. And her outfit is made up of a black polo shirt with the Uchiha symbol on the back, and she had a skirt with mini shorts. And her black shinobi sandals. My born daughter, Satsuki-chan, came back. I hugged them both. Satsuki and my parents and brothers. Your Uchiha family, here we are. Satsuki. He turned around and saw his family and hugged them. Myth and Menma. Kusina in the hospital. Myth by. Minato got knocked out in the Chunin exams. Myth, but who could leave it like that? Kusina is a ninja named Naruto, and he is very strong for his age. Satsuki is serious. Minato, yes he. Myth, well, we're leaving now. Kusina, to where? Minato doesn't want to talk about his trip. Myth, sure, Tsunade and Shizune will tell you everything. Kusina, well, but where will they go? Satsuki. She blushes, let's go get something. Mikoto or someone. Satsuki, what? No mom, what do you say? She said it while covering her face. Itachi, come on, say. Myth is that he is perfect, he is blonde, handsome and adorable. Minato, Rubio. Kusina, handsome. Adorable Sasuke. The three of you won't be talking about. Itachi, Naruto. Satsuki, the boy we saw is Naruto. Myth, he is the one who left Menman, and how he is now. Kusina, yes. Satsuki, let's go. Myth, I want to see it. Both of them were leaving smoke where they were. Minato, get ready to see your sister with husband and kids, lol. Itachi didn't even let that monster die or be with her, so I'm leaving. He couldn't leave as Minato grabbed him, and they were struggling anime style. With Satsuki and Mito. They were looking for Naruto all over the village until they found him at a training camp. Myth, come on, go talk to him. Satsuki. This all red is not training, and she is also without her polo shirt. I was saying it admiring Naruto's physique. Myth, come on, he pushes her and Naruto turns around. Naruto, you're Satsuki, right? Satsuki said it all red and embarrassed. Naruto, and what do you want? Satsuki Q. What? I wanted to meet you because I thought you were very handsome. Handsome Naruto. Thank you, he said, looking away. Satsuki, or hey. Naruto did turn around and looked at Satsuki, which made her redder the more she couldn't. Satsuki Tuki. Do you have a girlfriend? Naruto, I have several girlfriends, he said it smiling. Satsuki, what? Naruto, yes, but I love them all equally. Satsuki D. Tell me, are you free today? Naruto, why? Satsuki Q. Tuki. Do you want to have a date with me? Naruto, of course, plus I'd like to meet such a cute girl. Satsuki Linda. Linda said to me. Naruto is very cute. Satsuki, that's enough please. Naruto, hey, he approaches Satsuki and helps her up. Now if by the way, I am Naruto Momoki. Satsuki, I'm Satsuki Uchiha, and it's nice to meet my future husband. Naruto, husband. He blushed slightly. Satsuki, I'm sorry, I'm ahead. She blushes even more. Naruto? He walked up to her and kissed her on the lips. Satsuki, Gigi. Naruto, I'm sorry, you're just really cute when you're blushing. Satsuki. He put his arms around Naruto's neck and kissed him again. Hey, I had my first kiss. Naruto wants to be my girlfriend. Satsuki, like what a girlfriend she would be. Naruto as the seventh. Satsuki, wow, but you will indulge me more to my truth. Naruto, I don't promise anything. Satsuki, he's pouting. My love. Naruto, what I can promise you is that you will not walk well. Satsuki, Ara. How big do you have it? She said it blushing and covering her face. Naruto, hey, well, you can tell your friend she can go out now, she said it a little annoyed. Myth, how did you know I was here? Naruto, I felt your chakra. Myth, or you're a censor. Naruto did say it somberly, and then hid his face in Satsuki's breasts. Satsuki, honey, don't do that. Myth. And tell me, Naruto, don't you want me to be your girlfriend too? Naruto, no thanks, he put his hand on Satsuki's ass. Satsuki, not there, not there. Myth. And why? Naruto, because I have no feelings for you, and could you please withdraw? Mito said it in leaf and then left. Lemon jump no jutsu. Naruto, Satsuki wants to be my future wife. Satsuki, you're proposing to me. Naruto, well, I don't have the ring yet, but I will in the future. Satsuki, Gigi, I accept my love, kiss her favorite blonde. Naruto, I love you, Satsuki. Satsuki, I love you too, I kiss him. But they didn't realize that Mito had seen them. There is a myth. Lucky, she had her first time with Naruto-kun, said it upset, and also proposed to her. That courage left from there. With Satsuki and Naruto. These two had already finished changing. Satsuki, hey, my legs hurt. Naruto, I told you the charge would hurt. I'll tell the others about you. Satsuki, and you think they'll accept me? Naruto, sure, but we'll also have to talk about something in a few weeks, he said it with serious voice. Satsuki is fine, but you could take me to my house. Naruto, of course, I take her to his house, but I enter through the window, without them telling each other. The month passed, and in that Naruto managed to get the last blade of his Rinnegan, and managed to learn the aerial mode of dragons. Managing to get red wings. Kurama also gave him the phoenix, lions and tigers summoning deal, but a week earlier, he talked to Satsuki. Flashback. Naruto, Satsuki, there's something we need to talk about. Satsuki, what is my love? Naruto, you'll see. He told her his whole story, and that he planned to destroy Konoha. Satsuki, I was shocked to hear what he said, but Naruto-kun, you can't do that. Naruto, I don't belong to this village, and they took my only family from me. Satsuki, but... Naruto, there are no buts, my love. I have no turning back anymore, so tell me, will you be with me or against me? Satsuki. He thought about it several times until he gave his answer. I'm with you on one condition. Naruto, which one? Satsuki, don't hurt my family. Naruto, but if they try to kill me or my comrades, I will defend myself from them, and try not to kill them. Satsuki, it's okay, there's something else. Naruto, what? Satsuki, well, since we talked we can, do little things. Naruto, of course. End of the flashback. I'll go ahead here. When Orochimaru activated the Genjutsu, Gaara's brothers tried to take him to free the Vihulu somewhere else, but Naruto freed him, and the Raikage who was there fought with the Sound 4 and Kimimaru. Flashback. 3 days earlier. Orochimaru's lair. Orochimaru, you got that right, didn't you? Naruto, yes. I released the Shukaku first. Secondly, I helped you kill the 2 Hokage. Thirdly, once that was done, we ran away and later recruited Sasuke. Orochimaru, well, that's how we meet. Naruto, good. Orochimaru, by the way, Naruto, how could you do me a favor? Naruto, which one? Orochimaru, you see, I have someone named Kimimaru who has a Kekiyenka and unique, but he has a disease that cannot be cured. And I want you. Naruto, let him put a seal that seals the disease forever. Orochimaru, exactly, you can. Naruto, you'll have to give me something else in return. Orochimaru, no, but do it since he could help us in the invasion. Naruto managed to seal the disease, and Kimimaru was eternally grateful to Naruto. End of the flashback. Menma and Mito were facing the Shukaku. Menma with the semi-perfect Sage mode, and Mito with the Yakugu. While the women of Naruto were facing the Ambus, and the girls had the advantage. But Naruto is standing up to Fugaku. Naruto, I don't want to kill you, I promised Satsuki. Fugaku, I don't care about that, I'll kill the one who killed one of our Uchiha. Naruto, so you found out. I have no reason to leave you alive anymore, and once I kill you I will implant those eyes. Fugaku solo CT Deyo was about to nail the kunai to Naruto's head, but he became intangible. And Naruto regretfully cut his throat with a kunai. Naruto, I'm sorry, but I promise I'll take care of Satsuki. He removed her eyes and put them in some jars, then kept them on a scroll. Well, now he couldn't finish since the other clan chiefs got on in front of him. Soon Naruto, come, I didn't think you were capable of this, but well, nothing can be done anymore. And Noichi, I never thought that my daughter's boyfriend would do this, let alone I imagined this of her. Already if brat, now if you will know who I am. Naruto called art. Supreme Rasengan, I think a little big Rasengan that. A normal Rasengan, but this one was shining like a sunbeam. Take this. I tried to protect you by getting big, but it didn't work, and I sent everyone flying with serious injuries. Now I'm gonna go help that nasty snake Naruto. He went to Orochimaru and saw that he was fighting Minato and Yusen. My natural-born son, you have arrived. Naruto, so you heard about it already, I thought you would take longer, he said it with his cold and expressionless voice. My born son, why are you talking to me like that? And Ruzen is with him. My born what? Naruto, that's right, I'll tell you my story. Naruto told him everything, and my born was shocked. That's why I promised to destroy this disgusting village. My born son, you are starting a war that you will not be able to win. Better stay on our side, and come with us and let's be a family. Naruto, a family, a family. This disgusting village took away the only family I had left. My born son. Naruto, I'll kill you and that old man in crepe. Orochimaru, all right, Naruto. We combamos? Naruto. Together with his hands, Kurama is ready. Kuramaya, I am always ready. Naruto began to cover him with a yellow chakra cloak. Well, now he did go to fight with Minato, while Orochimaru fought with Hiruzen. Naruto and his father's fight was one of the most beautiful. The whole story was fast, as Minato used his Hiruzen, but Naruto predicted every move. And saw that Orochimaru was about to fall into an Hiruzen trap, and Naruto quickly went to him. And stuck his sword that the swordsman gave him. Minato Hiruzen. Hiruzen to argue spit blood. Naruto you are the first fuck to die in my hands. And Ruzen Minato protects the village and Konohamaru. That was the last thing he said before he died. Minato went to attack Naruto with his anger to the limit, but Naruto gave him a repetition of kicks and punches, which caused Minato to fall very injured. How pathetic. Naruto is about to plunge the sword, but he was stopped by Menma and Mito very injured, to see that they could with the Yukaku. Menma, leave our father alone. Naruto, our father, say, is so pathetic that he had to be rescued by his children. Our myth. Minato, that's who he is, he's his dead brother. Naruto, and Naruto is also his sister that we took 4 demons and abandoned. Menma ni. Nissan said it with tears. Flashback. 7-year-old Menma had found out that he had 2 brothers, but that he would never know since they were supposedly dead. That's what he heard about his father and mother. Menma, so I have a brother and sister he. Little brothers, I hope you will see me from heaven, as I will be the best shinobi there is. Menma, with that in mind he trained more, but over time, he started to become arrogant and lost his way. End of the flashback. Naruto, look, the shinobi god is crying, how ridiculous. Ha 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 ha. Menman and San, I thought I wouldn't see you, not under these circumstances. Naruto, I'm not interested in that. All I want is to destroy this village. Oni-chan myth, you can't do that, there are good people in this village, and there are our parents. Naruto, I don't care about that. All I want is to see this village die. Menma, I'm not going to allow it. It was going to impact a crib and Naruto's stomach, but wood out of nowhere came out of the ground. And everyone including Naruto were surprised at this. Naruto Mokuto. But because I have it. Kurama, I see, so the old man, his brother and his children chose you. Naruto, I don't understand you, Kurama. Kurama tries to concentrate chakra in your eyes. Naruto, and why I want to activate my Sharingan. Kurama, that's nothing else. Naruto, well, he did what Kurama said and activated the Byakugan, but that I see the other's chakra. Kurama, Naruto, you are the reincarnation to Goromo, Amura, Asura, and Indra. Naruto to Goromo, if I know him but the others I don't. Kurama, I'll tell you later, but now we have to go. Naruto, as you say, friend. Menma, who Nissan talks to, was telling Mito. Myth, I don't know. Naruto, I'm retiring for now. Menma Nissan. Naruto, get in hard because next time I won't stop at all. Minato-san. Naruto Audios created several clones, and told them to go warn the others of the withdrawal, and to use the Gaishin to leave with everyone. And Naruto once did that, grabbed Orochimaru, and they left, but in the stadium where they were going to give the Chunin tests, several red auras left, indicating that they had used the Gaishin. Minato is gone. They Menmanize. Kakashi Hiruzen-sama. He ran to Hiruzen's corpse. Gate, who did this? Minato Naruto. Assume, but if that guy was one of our ninjas. Anko, apparently not, as I felt a bad vibe from him, which made me suspicious of him. Minato Kusachin. Kasina, what happened Minato? Minato, he already knows everything, and the worst thing is that he promised that he would destroy the village. Itachi, that we will make his fuck-sama. Minato 4 now do the funerals of the deceased. Shizu and Hiruzen-sama. Everyone hung their heads over the death of the third Kage. In Orochimaru's lair. Orochimaru, and tell me Naruto-kun what he wants. Naruto, well, gather the sound for, and the last surviving ninja. Orochimaru. Orochimaru called everyone. Teuya, and now, why did you call us? Orochimaru, well, I owe a few favors to Naruto-kun. Kini, what do we have to do with that? Naruto, in that I thought they were really cute, and I want them to be my wives. To rebuild my clan. Teuya Bara King, that Teuya and clan you are, even if it is, I must know if I am going to make your wife. Naruto, I'm from the Uzumaki clan, Namikaze, Uchiha, and a few minutes ago, I found out that I'm Senju. King, seriously, that explains why you're so cute. He blushed when he heard what Lo said. I'm sorry. Naruto, don't worry, blushing. Kim and Maro, who say let's celebrate, because the plan turned out a success, and now our friends are getting married to the best guy there is. Teuya Bara Kim. Blushing gra. Thank you. Kabuto, well, what are we waiting for? Everyone does. Everyone had a great time drinking, but the Naruto girls don't like tomato much, so they just danced, but the others drank to no end. Kidomaru Saken, bar you with background. They were supporting since Naruto and Orochimaru were in a competition of who drank the most. Naruto won. Hit. Orochimaru that one is. What? Hit you are. Outstanding hit. And kill Naruto-kun, don't drink too much. Teuya, with your permission, I'm taking my fiancé. Kimimaru Yusen. Hit protection. Kim, shut up blushing. All the girls took Naruto. Orochimaru, okay. Hid everyone go to sleep. There are all of them. Kabuto Orochimaru-sama, I help him. Orochimaru, thank you Kabuto Kumiso. They went to Orochimaru's room. Hirobo today if they are going to pierce to that snake. He fell down fainting. I agree with you. He collapsed and so did the others. With Naruto. Naruto, my head hurts a little there. Teuya, well, as not if you drank several bottles. Naruto, hehe yeah. Satsuki, Naruto-kun, we can do it. Naruto, oh. Teuya, what are they going to do? And no good, he whispers to him what they are going to do and blushes. Teuya, hey, I'm going first. Satsuki, why? Teuya is my welcome for being with Naruto. Kim later did. I follow and Greek me. Naruto is fine. Teuya, if by the way, I will show you the woman I am. Naruto I'm sorry, but Satsuki, and Mata, and no and I already tried it. Lemon jump no jutsu. The next day in a room with a table and a kitchen. Teuya, oh, cool, there he was limping. Kimimaru, you should have been gentle, it was his first time. Naruto I'm sorry, but she looked so cute. Teuya, if thanks to that you left me like this, cow. Naruto but you liked it. Teuya. Blushing, yes. Orochimaru, but the one who fared the worst was me. Naruto, it's not my fault you like the four eyes. Kabuto, hey, he was saying that while hugging Orochimaru. Seiken he has? Orochimaru, even I don't know. Naruto, well, I'm going out for a few days, don't mess around in the meantime. Not this one. Kimimaru, please, Naruto-san, what do you think we are, animals? 3 days later, Naruto had already left with his fiancée to look for information on the island of the Uzumakis. But in Orochimaru's lair everything was a bit chaotic, everyone was already drinking uncontrollably. Kimimaru bara Hirobo bara Saken bara Kidomaru background. He was supporting Orochimaru as he was competing with Kabuto whom he drinks the most. We'll skip when Sasuke deserted the village to go with Orochimaru. Orochimaru's lair. Orochimaru, well, this is it. Sasuke, well. Kimimaru, I hope he will give us a reward. Hirobo, we almost died. Saken, if it was horrible. Orochimaru is fine now. Let's all come in. They pass inside and find Naruto reading a scroll. Naruto, go until you arrive. Sasuke, him anyway when we started. Orochimaru, right now. Naruto, I hope you're well behaved Sasuke. Your father made the mistake of confronting me, and look what happened. He activates his eternal Magiccio Sharinga, but it is seen that Sharingan is merged. Sasuke, so are you? Naruto, yeah, but it wasn't anything personal, but it almost killed me Satsuki, but anyway, by the way, Orochimaru. How are you going with the Sharingan? Orochimaru, well, I've mastered it better now. Sasuke, what a surprise. Damn, this is going to be more complicated than I expected. In Konoha, the village had recovered from Orochimaru's attack, but a somewhat distressing matter was being discussed in the Hokage Tower. Minato, you understand, Mikoto, that's why Sasuke had to do what he did. Mikoto, I understand, but it's a little dangerous. Minato, I know, but it's the only source of information we have on Orochimaru and Naruto. Sakura sent me to call Hokage-sama. Minato, yes, but first of all I'll tell you something, but you can't tell anyone, okay? Sakura, okay. Minato, well, put them of silence, and asks the Ambus to leave, well then you will see. Flashback. Sasuke sent for Hokage-sama. Minato, yes, as you may know Naruto went with Orochimaru. Sasuke, yes. Minato, but Orochimaru put the bastard stamp on you, which indicates that he wants you to join them. Sasuke, who is implying Hokage-sama. Minato, do you remember that I told you to stick to him a little more so that we can be sure that he is with Orochimaru? Sasuke, yes. Minato, okay, now I want you to go to them and find out as much information as possible from them. You will be in a few words our spy, but we will send someone to you to give the information, and this will be given every 5 days. Understood? Sasuke, yes Hokage-sama. Minato, I'm sorry to make you do this. Sasuke, don't worry, it's about the village. What I will miss will be the idiot of Menma, Itachi or... Sakura blushed slightly, but I noticed that Minato. Minato, you might as well defect tomorrow. I will make sure that you will not be heard from until tomorrow. You can retire now and remember that Konoha will always be on your side. Sasuke Saikagesama. End of the flashback. Sakura, I understand now, but what do I have to do with this? Minato, I want you to go to where Sasuke is and give you the information. Sakura, but how will I know where she is? Minato, Itachi gave him the contract of the eagles to send his eagle here a day before, and you will go the next day, so tell me you accept. Sakura, if I accept Hokage-sama. With Naruto. He was in a village a little far from Orochimaru's lair, but he left several clones to protect his women. It's that even if it doesn't look like it, he's very jealous XD, but when he sees a girl with orange hair walking. And Naruto would be gobsmacked to see her, and she, when she noticed that Naruto saw her, would blush, but he bravely approached her. Naruto, hello. Oh? She said it blushing because when she sees Naruto up close, he is much more handsome than before. Naruto Ko. What's your name? Blushing. My no. Name is... that one. Sasami F. May yours. Naruto, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. Sasami is a nice name. Naruto, yours is cute too. Sasami, huh? She blushes more gruh. Thank you. Naruto, you want to walk around. Sasami, that one, yes. And so the two spent the day together, but when it was time for Naruto to leave, Sasami told him to stay. Sasami, stay, I was saying it while hugging him from behind. Naruto, I can't, I have to go. Sasami, please. Naruto, Sasami, I have to tell you something, but let's go somewhere else. Naruto would take her somewhere else and tell her that he is with Orochimaru and tells her his story. Naruto, that's why I can't stay with you, I want to do, but I know that when you hear that you hate me, and I understand that. Sasami, I don't hate you, the only thing that matters to me is you, and if I'm a little angry, but... Naruto, but... Sasami? She takes a breath and kisses him. I love you too much to hate, and I know we started getting to know each other, but I still love you. Naruto, but what will you tell everyone? Sasami, I will explain them to you, and I hope you will understand. Naruto is fine, I don't want to lose you, he kisses her again. Sasami explains everything to his family, and at first they refused, but Naruto promised them that he would protect her. And they reluctantly accepted since Sasami took out a katana. But finally Naruto and Sasami went to the lair and explained it to their girlfriends and also told them that in a week they were going to leave for Yuzu Island. With Sasuke? Sasuke had managed to send an eagle to send the person they had to send, and Sasuke managed to leave Orochimaru's lair with the excuse that he was going to see the surroundings and arrived at a lake, but he saw that someone was approaching and when he saw who it was, he was surprised. Sasuke, it's Sakura. So you're the one they were going to ride, he said seriously. Sakura, yes, tell me what is the information. Sasuke, well, the first thing is that Naruto has the eternal Sharingan Mengekyo, and Orochimaru has the Mengekyo, but in a few days. Naruto is going to a certain Yuzo Island or something. Sakura and more. Sasuke, Orochimaru and Naruto are gathering allies, and that Naruto will make a 3-year journey to get more allies who are interested in destroying Konoha. Sakura, perfect, all this will be more than enough. Well, I'm off and take care of yourself before you go. He gives her a kiss on the cheek. Sasuke and that blushing. Sakura, I miss you. Goodbye, he left for the village. Sasuke, I think it will be more difficult than I thought. In Konoha. Sakura had already told them everything, and Minato decided to have Hiraya take Menma and Mito to train, while he thought about making several alliances with all the other villages. 3 years later, Naruto had gone to Yuzu Island, finding several scrolls, and took the Yuzu sword. That sword belonged to Yuzu. Maki stronger, and Naruto kept her, but the journey all over the elemental continent, they made several alliances that hated Konoha. But when he arrived at the Cloud Village, he also gathered alliances, but he also met the 2 women who he would add to his harem, and these were Samu and Mabu, and he told them his plan to destroy Konoha. At first they refused. But they loved Naruto so much that they deserted their village. But anyway, Naruto was arriving at Orochimaru's lair. Naruto, hello old friend. Orochimaru, hi Naruto-kun. Naruto, the allies have arrived. Orochimaru, yes indeed, I gave them maps of my lairs to set up there, by the way, they are to be trusted. Naruto, if they are faithful, none will betray us because that is equivalent to death. Orochimaru hehe very well. Naruto and how it went. Orochimaru, I have also managed to get more allies and improve with my Sharingan. Naruto, that's good, but anyway I want to rest, so let's go to our rooms. Orochimaru. In Konoha. Menma and Mito had returned together with Jiraiya. Note, Naruto on his journey managed to master the Sage mode of the foxes 100%, and also managed to master the Chakra mode when Naruto is fighting against Obito, and I also managed to master the Aerial mode, the mode of the dragons that only come out with red wings and gives him possibility to use a unique ability that the Dragon Clan has, which is to use magic of all kinds. He also managed to get the Phoenix mode that he got after making the Phoenix contract, which covers Naruto's body with fire, and gives him the ability to use fire jutsu of all kinds, and that if he uses a jutsu that would normally cost him a lot of chakra, but if you are in the Phoenix mode it will not cost you, not even 1% of. He also got the contract of the tigers and lions that both granted him the ability to copy any power. And when Naruto was in the Cloud Village, he copied the lightning mode of the Reikikage or something like that. And finally Naruto improved his Taijutsu, Genjutsu, Fuinjutsu and Sharingan and Rinnegan with blades and Menma, and Wise Myth of the Toads, and Menma perfected it. But Myth combined the wise mode of the toads with that of the slugs, and Menma managed to learn the Irasen, and improved his Rasengan, creating the Rasen. Shuriken and Mito woke up their chakra chains, and Naruto killed some Akatsuki. End of note. Everyone had arrived at the Hokage Tower. Menma Tuzan Myth. Minato, hello my children. Jiraiya, and tell me why you called us so urgently. Minato read this, everyone read, and it said, Hokage-sama, I am the leader of Akatsuki. I know it sounded strange, but I want an alliance for the moment, since some of my Akatsukas died at the hands of a certain Naruto Uzumaki. And we want to be one to defeat him, because according to my sources, he already has a whole army. And I do not know what he is planning with that. I say goodbye Hokage-sama. Everyone was shocked to read that. They Menmanize. Myth, don't worry, we'll stop it. Menma, I don't think before I came I read a sheet in which it said that Iden, Kakuzu, Sesori and Deidara were dead. Minato, if I found out a year ago that I almost killed everyone. Jiraiya, what will you do? Minato, Naruto said he's coming back for revenge. I think I'll accept it, but once this is over I'll talk to him and convince him to change. Myth, if when he comes to his senses I will marry him, he said it happily and a little blushing. Menmauk, my natural born, this is uncomfortable. Jiraiya, well go home, I'll talk to your father. The brothers, they're both left. Jiraiya, and tell me now where you want me to infiltrate. Minato. Sasuke told Sakura that Naruto had returned and is resting, and told me that he was going to reveal himself. Because in recent years Orochimaru received letters from Naruto in which he said that he suspected Sasuke. Hirai, you're already saying that he's going to be killed. Minato, I think so, that's why he's been sending daily and that's already rare. Jiraiya, well I'll go. Minato, yes, but also Kakashi, Menma, Mito, and the Ambu Yamato will go. Jiraiya, well I warn you all. Minato, okay. With Sasuke. He was in his room getting ready to perform, but a memory was crossing his mind. Flashback. 2 weeks earlier. Sasuke was playing with Sakura in the lake. In the last few years they had become good friends. And Sasuke was pouring water on Sakura, but she was defending herself. But once they got tired, they were sitting looking at the lake. Until Sakura spoke. Sakura, Sasuke, I have to go now. Sasuke, because he said it a little sad. Sakura, because I have to inform the Hokage. Sasuke, stay for a while, he said it as he got closer to Sakura, but he kept getting closer until they kissed him. They were separated with a thread of Sakura saliva. Sakura, Sasuke, I love you. Sasuke, I love you too, my princess. I kiss her while I've made her, and I try to take off her polo shirt, but Sakura won't let it. Sakura, Sasuke, I don't want you to get a bad impression for seeing my breasts. Sasuke, I don't care about that, I just love you, I want to have my children with you. Sakura, blushing, what you say is true. Sasuke, if I only want you, I would even give my life. Just for you, Sakura Sasuke. I kiss him again, and he took off his polo shirt, and Sasuke saw her breasts. Sasuke are perfect. She started sucking on her breasts, while Sakura tried to take off her skirt. Don't take it off like that, it's okay. Sakura see Sasuke took off his shorts and panties, and Sasuke wasted no time, and took off all the clothes. Sasuke get on all fours. Sakura there got in the position that Sasuke told her, and Sasuke started kneading Sakura's big, but little by little. They started to get more excited, and Sasuke started to stick his member in Sakura's entrance too. Slower is my first time. Sasuke, I will treat you like a princess. He started to move very smoothly, since he didn't want to hurt his girlfriend. It feels great. Sakura, Sasuke, if you want, you can make her stronger if you want. Sasuke, are you sure? Sakura, if you do, my love. Sasuke. He started moving non-stop while Sakura geniusy. One morning, since she was liking how her beloved Sasuke was fucking her, but Sasuke was enjoying it to the fullest. Since Sakura's ass was more comfortable than she imagined. You like Sakura? Sakura, if I love it, I want you to fill me up with your milk, please do. Sasuke, Sakura, I think. Sakura, me too my beloved, let's do it together. Sasuke started moving faster until they reached their climax, and after that, Sasuke took Sakura to the lake. And looked at her and said, "You are very beautiful. Sakura, you too, and so you both kiss." End of the flashback. Sasuke, well, if everything goes well, we'll be able to take Naruto to the village and then kill Orochimaru said as he was getting ready. The Konoha ninjas had already arrived, but they were searching room by room, and Sakura found Sasuke's, and they kissed and left with the others. Menma was near a room, and when she opened it she saw several beds, but one caught her attention she could. Day to see a blonde, with two sleeping women hugging him, and when he was about to go to warn the rest. Naruto, that they didn't teach you manners. Menmei. And so Naruto together with his women create an explosion. Sasuke Menma. Menma Sasuke. They both shake hands. Hiraya arc, wow he's smarter than we expected. Orochimaru, we were prepared in case Sasuke-kun betrayed us. Kidomaru, that's how it is when Naruto-san sent us a letter that specified that we keep an eye on you. Naruto, by the way, was very tender as they showed their love to each other. Sasuke. Blushing that you saw us. Naruto was a clone I sent here to warn Orochimaru to kill some Akatsukas. Sasuke that. Menma Sinisana has killed some Akatsuki. Naruto, and to his bad luck, I was able to take advantage of this. Myth, what do you mean? Naruto, while you guys are here, I have sent several spies to your village. Kakashi what? But the village has an impenetrable barrier. Naruto, that's why I created a stamp so they could enter lol. While you guys are here, my men are collecting information from everyone, lol. Menma Nisan. Naruto, what a man for this, you don't need to do this. Naruto, you shut up, you don't know what we went through when our family died at the hands of your village. That's the way it is, you don't know anything. Ranmaru, you'd better shut up if you don't want a black eye. Naruto, but anyway, Orochimaru prepares phase 1 of the plan that the war begins. Since today he declared the Great Fourth Shinobi War, so get ready to see your dearest ones dead. He threw a smoke bomb, and everyone left, but Orochimaru went to another lair, and Naruto did the same with his girlfriends. Menma, what do we do now Erosanin? Jiraiya, first stop calling me, that's what he said with a streak and angry. Secondly, go to inform the Hokage, and have him make a review of the entire village. Kakashi, let's not waste our time. Let's go, everyone nodded and left. All the Konoha ninjas had already arrived at the village. Minato, and how did it go? Menma escaped. Minato, I see. Sasuke, we couldn't do anything. Hirai were already very suspicious of the child, so they were prepared. Kakashi also declared the Fourth Great Ninja War. Minato that. Yamato also said that he had spies here. Minato, and this is getting out of control. Kakashi, that sensei will do. Minato, I will call a meeting with the other villages to make an alliance and be able to win, but in that a vortex appears. How's everyone doing? Menma, who are you? My name is Toby, and I wanted to know if they accepted the alliance. Minato, if we accept. Toby, perfect, then we will support with our army. Hirai already had an army. Toby, if it was to tie you guys up, but for killing the kid that's fine. Minato, you can go now. Toby, we'll see you on the battlefield. With Orochimaru? Orochimaru Kabuto-kun, you are ready. Kabuto see Orochimaru-chan I'm ready. Orochimaru then let's do it, they did hand poses. Orochimaru bara Kabuto Edo Tensei. Several coffins appeared. Orochimaru, with this we will win. Kabuto Orochimaru-chan blushed. Orochimaru, what happens Kabuto-kun? Kabuto Q. When all this is over I was wondering if you. Tekwi. Do you want to marry me? Orochimaru seriously. He said it with a few tears. Kabuto yes. Orochimaru accepted, he said it happy and crying a little. Kabuto. I hug him, I love you Orochimaru. Orochimaru, I love you to Kabuto. Kun, they both kiss. With Naruto. He had arrived at the lair and found a girl with red hair and Naruto explained everything to him. Naruto, and that happens, and what is the name of this beauty? Beauty said it blushing. My name is Karen Uzumaki. Naruto wants to be my girlfriend, he said it showing a smile. Karen. Huh. That one if I want to swoop down and kisses her. Sasami, Naruto-kun. Naruto, yes my love. Sasami. You promised that when we got back, we would do it blushing. Samui, you promised that to me too blushing. Mabui and my blushing. Naruto, let's go to a room then. Karen, follow me. Everyone followed her to a room where Sasami couldn't take it anymore and started kissing Naruto while the others undressed. Lemon no Jutsu jump in Konoha. The whole of Konoha had already found out about Jiraiya's death, and that affected Menma and Mito. And they went to the bush in Yobuko to improve Sage Mode, and they managed to make Sage Mode have a second phase. And the second phase gave him the ability to stretch his tongue just like a toad, and they could jump higher than before, and gives them an immunity with any ninjutsu and genjutsu. But with Naruto, he had gathered several corpses and made the Edo Tensei, but revived several ninjas except the 7 swordsmen, as he wanted to respect their memories, but he went to his village for a moment. In the village of Naruto, wow, you can see that he is moving forward. The village is in the middle of Konoha. Very well done, clones. The clones are welcome, boss. Naruto well heads to the graves and leaves family flowers. Very soon I will avenge them, and our village will be the strongest, and you will be remembered as the founders prayed for them. And went to where the bodies were and decided to give them the orders. If they attack the Konoha alliance, and the Edo Tensei went lol, to see how they overcome this good idea will attack. He took a hit. Wow, I was wondering when you would come, Madara, or rather Obito. Obito, so you know who I am. Naruto, of course, and what are you coming for? I'm not going to kill you. Naruto, I want to see you do it. He goes into dragon mode, let the fun begin. Minutes earlier with the alliance. Obito was at the center of the alliance. Kakashi, what do you want? Obito, first of all, I have to tell you that I am not Madara, actually I am. Gate, who are you? Obito, I'm Obito Uchiha. He took off his mask showing a Rinnegan. Kakashi, Obito. Obito, Kakashi, answer me why you killed Rin. Kakashi, I'll explain it to you, it explains everything. Obito, thank you, hugs him. I knew you wouldn't do this to me, thank you really. Kakashi, you're welcome. Obito, well, this is goodbye. Kakashi, why? Obito, I will try to kill Naruto. Minato, don't do it, Obito. Naruto killed Jiraiya sensei, and I don't think you can do it a scratch. Obito, I have the Gedomaso, I'll know how to manage. Minato, but if you lose, Naruto will get the essences of the Viges. Obito, yes maybe, but that doesn't matter anymore. I also have the bodies of some Hinchirit. And plus some bodies I have, I'll be able to make them my ways. Kakashi Naruto will also be able to make clones, and will give you a fight. Obito, well guys, goodbye, I love you. He disappears into a vortex. Minato Obito. In the present, Obito had brought to his ways, and summoned the Gedomaso, and Naruto did the same, but the summon. To his foxes, tigers and lions, and Naruto was sweeping the floor with Obito, as Obito could not use the Kamui. As Naruto put a seal on him that made him useless. Activating his Magiccio and Obito with his Rinnegan was lousy, as it didn't nominate him to the maximum. And the clones had released the Vihis that were sealed in the Hinchirikis. And the Gedomaso had already been destroyed, and Obito was on the floor with his mask broken. Obito arc. Damn it. Naruto, why are you fighting for them? Obito is for the village I once swore to protect. Naruto, ha 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 ha, that village deserves to be destroyed with all its disgusting people. Obito, nah. Naruto? Listen, don't be guided by hatred. Naruto, I'm not bad, I just want to get rid of that disgusting village to avenge my family. Obito, I understand you, I wanted the same thing, but I realized that it was not the solution. Naruto, well too bad for you. He pulled out his sword and stuck it in his chest where the heart was. Good evening. Obito had died and the Gedomaso had been defeated. And most importantly, Naruto grabbed the chakra absorbed from the Vihis and revived them and set them free. But they, in gratitude, gave him a little of his chakra. And with that, Naruto went to one of the bases that were out there and took with the surprise of Kasina next to me. Mito were in charge of that base, so without warning, it was appreciated, as if it was their base. Hi, how are you? Shinobi 1 is him, the demon. Shinobi 2, we have to kill him, and then have fun with his girls. Naruto, what did you say? I activate his Phoenix mode, but I combine it with his Dragon mode. Nobody touches my women. He went on the attack and killed all the shinobi, but saw Kasina and Mito too exhausted to continue and disabled their transformation. They made me angry, now you will see to it that I get even. Myth speaks to me. You're planning to rape us. Naruto, of course, if you guys never meant anything to me. Kusina, do to me what you want, but not to my daughter. Naruto, this is not up to decision. He puts a paralysis stamp on Kasina so that she wouldn't try anything now, yes. Myth, no please, Lemon jump, no jutsu note of my mean, as I get tired of many lemon jumps. Having said that, let's continue. They found clothes, but while Naruto created a wooden bathroom so that the three of them could enter, and once they bathed, got dressed and changed. Naruto. I think a clone will take them to the lair. Myth, Naruto, Kun, I want to go with you, he said as he hugged him. Naruto, okay, then take Kusachan with you. Kasina, hey Naruchan, she said it blushing. While he was holding his cheeks. Clone and boss grabbed Kasina and took her away in a vortex. Myth, and where will we go? Naruto, let's see, he used an ability that helped him feel the presence of another person, and felt the presence of Azuma. Shikamaru, Choji Chusa, and other more ninjas out there pointed to one direction. Mito and my love went to the place where they were, and when they arrived, everyone was surprised when they saw Mito. Assume myth that means this. Myth is that I love Mayan and Chan. Chusa, you know this is treason, right? Naruto, enough of words, I create 6 clones with the Rinnegan with all the blades. And I'm sending them to kill everyone. Shuji, I won't allow it, he got big to defeat the clones, but in that one clone, summoned a dog and a giant bird. Arsehole. Shikaku. I tried to catch him with his shadow possession jutsu, but when he caught Naruto, he moved as if nothing was happening. Naruto, that maybe I'm too weak for your jutsu, ha ha ha, created a Rasengan, but I combine it with magic prepared. Shikaku. He tried to escape but couldn't, and saw that Naruto was using his own jutsu against the lightning arc. Naruto ha dies, crashed the Rasengan, and killed Shikaku immediately. Shikamaru to Arga. He attacked furiously, but Naruto punched him in the stomach, and Shikamaru vomited blood, bastard fell to the floor. Naruto, Mito, kill him, while I take care of the rest. Mito there approached Shikamaru, and the Nara was waiting for his end, but Mito whispered something to him, do you understand? Shikamaru fainted there because of so much pain. Naruto. He had already killed everyone, and Choza and Choji were trapped by the clones. This is the end of the Akimichi. Ha 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 ha. Hut, someday someone will kill you. Naruto, I doubt that he beheaded Choza with the devil's fang, while a clone strangled Choji until he died. Ha 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 ha. Now it's on to Konoha. Myth. He quickly wrote a note and left it in Shikamaru's hand. Honey, we're leaving. Naruto, of course. The two left in 20 minutes. Some Konoha ninjas had arrived and saw that Shikamaru is alive and had a note saying that Naruto would attack Konoha. So they quickly took Shikamaru and sent the note to the others. The next day, 3 silhouettes could be seen. The third one was being loaded by a Naruto clone, and the original one was watching with his black eyes, ringed with active blades. Note, Naruto can turn the Rinnegan on and off with blades. Naruto, well it's time he made a super small golden ball for the show to start read the ball, and when it hit the floor, the whole village exploded, leaving a big crater with some remains of what was a village. Ha 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 ha, take that asses went down together. To his clone and Mito, but when they went down, the clone dissipated. Well, now Konoha is destroyed, just missing. He received a Rasen Shuriken, that passes you myth. Oni-chan myth, you can't keep this up. You're just making all this chaos unnecessary, he said as he entered sage mode. Please stop all this, if he said it with hope. Naruto ha 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 ha, it dissipated. Mito was a clone. He said it with fear. Naruto of course knocked her out and changed the memory of wanting to betray him, but left everything else. As it was fine, create a clone, take her to the lair, and invent anything that justifies this. The clone nodded and left. Well now. He could not finish as he had to dodge Anko's kick that was coming to accompany some shinobi. Anko bastard, how dare you. Naruto Shinra's shinobi made all the villagers of Konoha levitate except Kurena and Konohamaru, who were well hidden, close their hand. And the villagers immediately exploded, covering Naruto with blood and the shinobi. They were very scared because Naruto killed the survivors in one move. Now it's his turn, he created a Rasen Shuriken and covered it with magic and threw it at the ninjas, but left Anko alive. Anko to Red Dam. Naruto, you really are the sexy Anko Mitarasi. He took off all her clothes and started sucking Anko's breasts. Anko, please don't stop. Naruto, I have decided that you will be my toy. Tsunade, not if I prevent it. Naruto has well sealed Anko on a scroll. Tell those two to run away, or else I'll kill them. Tsunade, you heard, the 2 survivors go to Sintienrin and left. Lemon jump, not jutsu. Naruto has. If he stood up and did a water jutsu, he cleaned them, and Naruto got dressed, and I think 2. 3 clones, and I pull out some sheets from a scroll, take them to the lair. The clones nodded. Anko Gaki Kunten, beware the ninjas of the other villages will not be easy. Tsunade, don't even think about dying, because once all this is over, I'll order you through the night. May Naruto Samek, be careful, I don't want to lose him. Naruto, don't worry, I'll be fine, I promise you. He approached each one and kissed them, and with all that the clones went well to continue on my way. Naruto left the already destroyed village. Naruto was walking through the forest quietly and very calmly, as he finally achieved his goal, which was to destroy the village hidden among the leaves. Right now he was heading to his village, which he could already see from afar like this. He approached until he was at the entrance, which was the same size as Konoha's. Naruto, ha ha ha, looks like they're done now, right? He said very cheerfully. Clone So is boss, and Mira points him to a huge mansion, which was located on a hill where you can. He could see the village firm there, and where he had connection with a beautiful forest it seems to him, said the clone. Naruto? He flew and saw the area in detail, to get back down, if it is very well positioned. Good job. Clonic Sir. Naruto now only needs to recruit people who want to come and live here. Clone to Sir, I suggest you create more clones so that they can recruit people, because we can easily finish this in a week or two. Naruto analyzed everything, and he was right, they only had one area left to build. And they ended up good jar that and also decorate everything. He creates the clones and gives them directions on how they should be told right now. Aside with that, the clones went well. I'm leaving and I still have a war to win. He left and put the genjutsu back on. Naruto started walking again, remembering his life and how he had to kill Minato, but in that he comes across a very particular group, fighting against some ninjas that he recognized since they were his allies. Allies? Naruto. I walked to a place where it was obvious that you could be seen. Itachi cannot be. Shisui na. Na. Naruto? Ally a boss. Naruto, you can leave. I will take care of all of them personally. Hearing that, the 20 Urkia who were there started laughing, less Itachi and Shisui. Ally 2 boss is safe, not even with a group of 50 men we could with them. Naruto, I said fuck off, I'll take care of it, he said somberly, and everyone seeing that obeyed, and left. Uchiha yeah, you want to face all of us, you must be tired of life, he said arrogantly. He was struggling. Naruto, well, how do you do that? One by one or me against everyone? I was struggling, avast me for this. With that he activates his Sharingan and throws a big fireball towards Naruto that creates an explosion. Ha ha ha, you shouldn't have underestimated us all of a sudden. He was fighting, pierced from above by a sword that had points on the blade like cabbage. The Uchiha falls dead, and everyone seeing that surrounded him except Itachi Shisui. Naruto moved a bit, and all of them rushed towards him, but he just cut off anyone who dared to approach anyone less than a few minutes. All the Ukiyas who had made fun of him were on the floor, all dead. Arrogant couple turns and sees Itachi and Shisui, who were seriously looking at him. He raised his sword pointing at them, you follow. Itachi, only if you think you can defeat us, activates his Magishio Sharingan, and Shisui too. Naruto is, I think if he activates his 3-bladed Sharingan. Itachi and Shisui untied their katanas that they had on their backs and rushed at Naruto trying to cut him. But he only put his sword against both of them so that he would not suffer any damage. They were doing strength between the 3 to see who was the one who won, and you could see the Ukiyas winning, but Naruto suddenly transformed in the Phoenix mode, which impressed Itachi and Shisui. Naruto passed him some of the fire power and started beating the 2 Ukiyas until they recoil. Shisui and Itachi, if this is the last time I will fight with you, let's do the most interesting thing, he said, activating his eternal Mangekyo. Naruto, but is it? Shisui, my dad left me a very nice gift, didn't he? Naruto arc. Itachi, I'm with you if we're going to die. It also activates his eternal Magishio, we will fight with everything. Naruto, so do you, and judging Sasuke already has it too, right? Itachi, unfortunately not, I was only able to get them with mom's help. Naruto, well, at least that little guy will be easier to kill. Itachi. When he heard that, he got angry and libeto his full Susanoo, and Shisui did the same. Naruto? I think he must close his mouth or turn off the Phoenix mode to activate his eternal Magishio Sharingan. Maybe not with. Start releasing a samurai in red with yellow half, you thought your dad's Magishio wouldn't do for me. Itachi bastard Shisui, come on. They both attack with their Susans, but Naruto dodges them both and decides to create a clone with Susanoo, and orders him to fight with Shisui so that, and he can fight with Itachi. Itachi Naruto, because you want to destroy all of Konoha. Tell me. He was saying it while attacking, but Naruto was dodging him. Naruto, because those children took my family away from me, and also there are evil people living there. Itachi, don't lie to yourself. And you. Tell me what you are. You're not some evil person who wants to kill a lot of innocent people, tell me. Naruto, I'm not the bad guy here, I'm the victim here, besides the village is already destroyed. And Tachi, what did you say? Naruto, a few hours ago I destroyed the village, and with all the inhabitants there, or well, almost all of them. I think only 2 were saved. Or maybe some other clan. Itachi, that means Naruto, that's right, you don't have a home to call home anymore. Itachi, Izumi, forgive me for not being able to return, but I will take care of you from heaven. Increase your power to the limit, making the Susanoo become an armor with red wings too. Itachi this. Wow, I feel a great power, smile, and with this power I will defeat you. He quickly heads towards Naruto, and to Naruto's surprise, and he was also able to pass inside the Susanoo and give him a very powerful blow that sent him flying through the forest, destroying several trees in his path. Naruto arc. His Susanoo disappears. Itachi, now you see, you won't be able to with us. Naruto, haha, well I admit I wasn't expecting that, but you forced me to use it. His eyes change to those of a fox, and his ears turn into fox ears, and he gets a fox tail. He also gets fangs, and in some parts of his body, he gets hair like a fox, but in his hands, he gets claws. Along with fox hair he ready. Itachi, what the hell? Naruto quickly went to attack Itachi, and managed to hit him hard in the face. Itachi tried to give him several blows, and Naruto managed to dodge them with some difficulty, since Itachi's Magiccio helped him too much. At some point, Naruto gave a strong blow to the stomach that broke Itachi's armor, which also caused a very serious injury to Itachi. That began to leak blood. Itachi to Naruto, he with an evil smile that seemed to you Itachi pulls his fist out of the wound. And immediately a lot of blood starts coming out of the wound. Itachi to arc. His Susanoo and his Mangekyou are deactivated. Naruto, tell me how it feels. He hits him on his elbow that makes him fall to the floor. Ha ha ha, I admit that with your power you would have hurt me a lot, but since you trusted yourself, you didn't think that I had some up my sleeve. Despite being so strong, you had a pathetic and regrettable mistake, but finally it's time to die. He creates a Rasengan with magic, and when he was about to throw it at him, Shisui appears and tips him a kick. That sends him a few centimeters. Arno was with my clone. Shisui, your clone is history. Naruto, it looks like you are very tired, but I don't care about that right now. Even the two of you together couldn't against me. Shisui maybe not, but I will be able to get some time. Naruto, what's that for? Shisui and Itachi, I know you still have energy, get out of here. Itachi, let Shisui get out, you have to come with your family, and get them ready to face this monster. Itachi Shisui looks him in the eyes, and decides to stand up, and starts running as fast as he can. Naruto, there is no doubt that the Konoha ninjas are cowards, and if you plan to die for him, let me say, to tell you that you are very wrong, they will both die. Shisui, I don't think so. He puts his hands together, and suddenly a huge sphere comes out that encloses the two of them. Naruto, and this. Shisui, we will both die. He starts to raise his chakra to the limit. Goodbye, Itachi, goodbye to everyone. Shisui explodes along with Naruto inside the sphere. Itachi, turn around hearing the big explosion. Shisui, you used it, right? Brother, thank you for giving me the opportunity to escape when I was about to leave. Someone grabs him by the neck. But this is impossible, since you are still alive. Naruto, lol, I admit that left me very hurt, but it wasn't enough. With that he breaks Luchie's neck, which stops breathing to die. Ha, he falls to the floor Argesos and hurt me a lot. Kurama, don't worry, I'm already healing you. He began to heal Naruto's wounds. Naruto, oh, I have to go to the hiding place. I'll rest there for a moment and get back on my way. Create a club for me to take him. On the other hand, Sasuke, mother, you felt that. Mikoto, if it was a chakra explosion, but whose would it have been, the matriarch Uchiha said. Sakura, Sasuke, you didn't tell me that Shisui could accumulate chakra and then be able to make a big explosion. Sasuke, you're not saying that he used that. Mikoto, but who would I use it against? Sakura will not be that them. Sasuke has met Naruto. Mikoto, let's go see right away, maybe your brother is in trouble. And so they set out to see what the cause of the explosion was, but when they got to the stage, they saw Itachi's corpse. Sasuke Nisan ran to him, but it was too late, he was already dead. No. Mikoto? How are you? With tears. Sasuke. She shook her head in denial, which caused Mikoto to cry and be comforted by Sakura Nisan. Arc. Walking feebly. Sasuke Shisui. With surprise in everyone's eyes, Shisui was alive. Shisui, it was Naruto who left us like this arc. He fell to the floor, and Sasuke tries to help him, but he tells him, listen well to this, implant Itachi's eyes. Just look, you've woken up the Mangekyou. Sasuke. With surprise what? He pulls out a Kuna and sees her eyes, and Shisui was right or what for? Shisui and Itachi had the eternal Mangekyou, and if you implant it you will have it too. You will be our only hope in case the Hokage and his son can't stop him. You will be our only salvation, so do it, put them on, and as long as in my eyes you take them off, keep them in a jar. And when the time comes, choose someone worthy to wear them. Sasuke Og grabs them and keeps them in a jar. Shisuyas, that our village I regained our pride. With that he dies. Sasuke Naruto. With Naruto. Naruto, Finally he arrives, the doors open, and he goes inside the hideout, and to be surprised that all his women were playing dominoes and casinos. And when they saw him, they immediately went to help him and cured him too. Thanks, girls. Naruto, there is no DQ ni, and Chan said it very cheerfully well to his brother. Myth pouting and jealous, hey, he's also my ni and Chan. Naruto Naruto is pulled by Hinata. Hinata, yes, but he is my boyfriend and future father of my children, he was saying it very confidently, while putting one of his hands on her breasts. Naruto hihio, well, I'll go take a bath. Kusina bara anko, we can take a bath with you. Naru-chan bara gaki-kun. Myth, if they take a bath with Mayan and Chan, I'll do it too. And Mata, let's see, girls, let's let Naruto-kun have a nice bath. Naruto is glad as she puts order in these cases. And kill, and then we can order it all we want, yeah. Naruto, huh? Everyone is fine for us. They all pushed him to the bathroom, and Naruto, well, he started to take a bath, and when he finished, he saw all his women completely as God brought them into the world. Lemon jump no jutsu Naruto-ek. He kisses her on the forehead. I love you very much, he keeps kissing her. In the alliance lair of Konoha, they were all gathered there discussing what to do. Minato, what can we do now? The village is destroyed. Shikamaru, I found out from some who survived. Kemido tried to convince Naruto, but it was in vain as he managed to pass her out and erase her memory. Also, Katsuna from Sama and Enko Sensei were kidnapped by Naruto. Minato. This is going from bad to worse, argue. Gaara, don't worry, the Sand Village will give you what you need. I still have to take revenge on Naruto for freeing the Shukaku. That time suddenly the Uchiha family arrives. Minato Sasuke, what a surprise. Sasuke Itachi died, that surprised everyone. He was killed by Naruto, he said it upset and with hatred. Minato, I'm sorry for your loss. Sasuke, I just want to tell you that the Uchiha clan will go to great lengths to kill Naruto Uzumaki. Menma. When you hear that it gets tense, and how will you do it? Sasuke, what do you mean? Menma, several ninjas have tried it because you think it will be different with you. Sasuke, because I have discovered the secret of the Magiccio, opens his eyes, showing his eternal Magiccio. And releasing his armor from the Susanoo. Come, if I manage to perfect this power, no one and nothing will be able to prevent him from falling. Menma, why are you so sure? Sasuke, because Itachi left him badly injured in his battle, but he trusted himself. Menma, I see. Sasuke, deactivate his power, it was just that, do not hesitate to ask the clan for help if it is to kill that demon. With that goes the Uchiha family. Menma, I have to do something to stop Nissan. This has gone too far. Menma leaves there to head to a mountain she used to train. This place is very peaceful. Suddenly, he starts to imagine what his life would have been like. His Naruto and Naruto would have grown up with him and Mito. They would have been nice memories, but unfortunately we can never have what we want, right? Nissan said it shedding tears, but he dries them to get to training. The next day, Menma was about to go out and hunt for her food. Since they were at war, she had gotten used to hunting her own food. With Naruto, he had already fully recovered and was saying goodbye to his wife again. And Mata, take good care of yourself. Naruto, don't even think about dying, remember that you still have to come back to us. Satsuki, be very lucky, love. Naruto, thanks, girls, take care too. And when all this is over, we will be a happy family. With that he dedicates a smile to them to leave. He ran until he reached a lagoon where he decided to feel and contemplate the fish, but in that one, he gets to thinking about things in his life. Naruto, the truth is, I haven't had an easy life, but anyway, I think I had a good life. I have a family, there's nothing more I could ask for, it's what I've always wanted. With Menma, he had already hunted his food, and this one was eating while thinking. In the things he lived throughout his life, already after finishing eating, he proposed to go look for his brother, but thus convince him to leave this stupid war. With that, he started searching everywhere until he saw traces of a battle, so he followed the trail, which led him to see several allied ninjas as dead enemies, all lying nailed with cradle and his katanas. Menma approached one of them and withdrew the katana, but at that the sound ninjas appeared to her along with Kimimaro. Menma, so you guys are the sound ninjas, huh? Kidmaro, that's right. Menma, well, that means if I defeat them, I'll be able to find out where my brother is. He didn't say it by cleaning the katana that was covered in blood. Lol, and that makes you think we'll tell you. Menma, because it's either that or I'll kill them all. Gerb. Ha 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 ha, you are no one to say that. Menma, don't free his diamond chains, then let's prove that you are made with his chain. He tried to give him an attack that sent him a few meters, but the other three got into a fighting pose, and Kidmaru freed his four arms and went to the attack. But this one only received a cut from Menma to then make 10 clones to help him fight, but he went to Kimimaro, who with his Kekayenka made a bone sword, but Menma, already knowing that, kicked him where? Just a clone hit him a Rasengan that hit him full. Kimimaro arc bastard. Menma, come on, fight with your chains, he catches Saken, and you with which they were going to attack him from behind. But the 2 clones threw a Rasen shuriken at them that left them badly injured and Menma, knowing that he had no other choice with the katana, he decides to cut their throats which killed them instantly. Kidmaru Sunev. He throws some golden cobwebs at him that he dodges, but what he didn't realize was that a clone was behind him. And the clone stuck a kunai in his throat that killed him instantly and Hirobo. When he saw that, he decided to go to the brute to kill Menma, but he dodges him and sticks the katana in his chest. That kills him in an instant. Menma, there's only you left, he said, pointing to Kimimaro. Kimimaro to Arc. Do you think I'll tell you what I know maybe? Menma, it's that or I'll kill you. I was saying it, keeping his chains where he is and how I can find him. Kimimaro, well, in the north, a little close to here, there is a village that he is building. Visit it sometimes, but you can also find him at a lake that he used to go to before all this started. Menma, where is that lake? Kimimaro. He points to a place, walks only 30 kilometers and arrives. In an instant. Menma, well, that works for me. He pulls out Hirobo's katana, and in one movement, cuts Kimimaro's throat, who dies, but he goes towards the direction. Menma was running as fast as he could, but what he knew was that he was being followed by an Uchiha, who had been following him since yesterday on Sasuke's orders. Menma arrives to the lake meeting Naruto, who was meditating. Menma. I was about to speak, but Naruto is very quiet, and this lake is beautiful, isn't it? Menma. Yes, it's nice. Naruto, you know, exactly when I was 6 or 7 years old, I always imagined spending some time with my parents and brothers, but of course, they were just an imagination of a child who did not know why his parents were not with him. Menma Nissan. Naruto, but for better than for worse he gets up. I had people I could call parents, I was saying it watching Menma. Tell me what you want. Menma, I want you to come home and forget all this. Naruto, I can't. Konoha is destroyed, and my revenge is just beginning. Menma, just look at all the damage you have caused. There have been deaths, sacrifices, and destruction. Naruto, this was between Konoha and me. I never had anything with the other villages. Menma, brother. Naruto, if that's all you came for, then get out your katana. I hope you haven't traveled from very far. Menma does the same, but he releases his diamond chains. Naruto, and another thing, how did you find me? Menma, hehe. If you want to find out, you'll have to force me. Hams out of shot towards him, trying to hit him with the sword. But Menma manages to repel him with difficulty. And Naruto almost gets caught by Diamond's hips, but he steps aside and lunges again with another attack, which Menma manages to dodge. But Menma manages to catch Naruto with the chains, but he manages to get out easily. Wow, those chains. So they hurt. Menma. She launches into the attack with the katana, but is destroyed by Naruto's katana, and Naruto backs away before he gets another blow. And with no other option, releases his perfect sage mode. Okay, Nissan, I'll show you my training, she was saying that, throwing herself at him. Dodging every attempt to get the katana to cut them off. And he managed to do something that Naruto didn't expect. He managed to throw the katana several meters away from them, but it had only fallen into the lake. Naruto, wow, you surprised me, but don't even think I'll leave the fox wise mode on. And Menma, when she saw that, she tensed up. Now let's get started. Menma dodged every attack, but this one managed to give her a fit. That with his diamond chains, and this angered Naruto, who gave him a blow with his claws, sending him a few meters away. While he got into the lake to go for his sword. And when he found her, he saw that Menma was not there, and decided to go look for him in the forest, where he only found several booby traps that fell on him squarely, but without doing hurt him so much, and Menma came out of the trees to confront him when it looked like Naruto was going to hit him with his sword. Menma managed to stop the attack with her chains, and managed to take away the katana with which she began to attack him. But Naruto, knowing that he did not have the corresponding training, knew that it would not last long, but his surprise was to see that the sword. I let him handle it with nothing, and Naruto, when he saw that, he knew he had no choice, he had to kill him with that already decided. Naruto went to kill and stopped playing, and managed to take the sword away from him, but he kept it. Naruto, you know, I never expected that you could overpower Devil Fang. Menma hehe. Naruto, but it's finally time to die. He created a Rasengan with magic, and when he was about to throw it, Menma made a Rasen Shuriken, with which he was able to avoid the attack. And Menma stepped back, and started releasing more of her chakra, until her eyes turned a ring purple that. But, Mon Mawo had never felt this power. He released his chakra chains, and with Sharingan, he began to use his powers, with which he could leave Naruto injured, but angry Naruto manages to give him a Rasengan with fire affinity with the, which left Menma weak. Arc. Brother said it getting up weak. Naruto Menma. I was saying it by creating a tutor, and this will be my last attack. Menma he creates a Rasen Shuriken, but this turned purple with gold hoops. Then let's go. They both run quickly, until they both collide their powers, but Naruto manages to win by going through Menma's chest. Menma arc. He said it by deactivating his wise way and his diamond chains. Naruto ha ha ha, wow, you really surprised me. He reaches up to his ear. I'll never forget you. Brother Menma, when he heard that he was happy, but it didn't last long because he died, and Naruto takes out his hand and drops him into the lake where he was standing. I'll leave you that gift, I was saying it watching the Rinnegan. With that he goes. The Uchiha that was there goes for Menma's body and takes him to the resistance. And Minato, seeing his son dead, falls to crying like crazy. But when Sasuke arrives, Sasuke regretted his loss. Hokage-sama saw the Uchiha report. Uchiha Menma fought Naruto, and in the course of the fight, Naruto only played with him, but seeing that he could master his katana, he decided to kill him so that he would not be a danger in the future, and also woke up the Rinnegan. Sasuke. Upon hearing that, Hokage-sama asked for his permission to be able to implant Menma's Rinnegan. Minato? To hear that is crazy. My son just died, and all you think about is in the bastard power to kill my other son. Sasuke, I know, but Naruto is very powerful. But even if we are slowly eliminating his army, we can't just leave it like that. Minato, this has gone too far, it's going from there. Uchiha, what do we do, Sasuke-sama? Sasuke 4, now follow Hokage-sama, I'll stay a while with Menma. Uchiha Aksuba. Sasuke a Menma, I promise you that once this is over, I will bury you properly and found a new village. Minato was going to the forest, where he felt the chakras of Menma and Naruto, and when he arrived, he saw the lake where his son's blood stain was, but he felt Naruto's chakra nearby. Kafua to the one where he found him seeing Konoha destroyed. Naruto is not glorious. My son kills. Naruto, I've done everything I had planned, and once I'm done with you, I'll kill all the last ninja in Konoha. Minato, but that's what I'm here for, to avoid it. Naruto lol, only if you think you can. He gets into a fighting pose, and when he was about to go towards Minato, he had disappeared and received a blow to the face. That sent him away, but he did not give up and lashed out at him. But Minato managed to subdue him and took the opportunity to tell him, I kill son, because you want to kill everyone, tell me what is your motive? Naruto, my motive is to avenge my family, since that disgusting village gave me several blows in my life. First, my parents abandoned me and my sister to our fate, and to top it off, when I finally managed to get a family, that disgusting village took everything from me. Naruto begins to be covered by Kurama's cloak, and this causes Minato to let go of him. And he takes advantage of taking out his katana, with which he sticks it in his chest. But wounded Minato takes out his sword and the boot away and rushes towards Naruto, and manages to connect a blow to him, but this one with his other hand throws a Rasengan in his face. Naruto, he touches his face all for a drop of blood. With that he makes the sword return to the and points at Minato, causing it to throw a lightning bolt, but Minato creates a Rasengan. That gives him a fight, and this one gradually approaches Naruto, but being close to him, he tries to stick a cradle and butt. Naruto sticks it in his chest where the heart is located, and sinks it deeper. Naruto, you have my respect, Minato. When this war is over, I will let them live in peace. With that, Minato dies. Okay, I'm done with this. I think it's time to end this. Naruto arrives at a battlefield where the entire Naruto army was dead, and those who were there were the village ninjas, the Uchiha clan and the Kages. Naruto, wow, they defeated my army. And what about Orochimaru? Uchiha escaped together with a man. Naruto, well, it looks like this will be quick. Activate his Rain Sharingan. Those who survive will be able to leave, but if they are foolish enough to stay, then they will die with their power. He makes some asteroids fall on top of the ninjas. Almost half died, and the Kages told them that they returned to their villages. And the surviving Uchihas were ordered to return to the shelter, and in the camp there were only the 4 Kages, Tsunade, Sasuke, Sakura, Sasuke's mom, the 11. From Konoha, this will be interesting, the truth. Ha ha ha, do you think so? Naruto, that. Black sex. Sexu, haha, I'm bringing you a gift out of the blue. A man with a red armor and long black hair comes out. What do you think about this, Madara Uchiha? Naruto, what did you say? He said amazed. Madara, well, we will teach them to respect the Gedomaso in mouth, and only 2 eyes were missing. Naruto Arga, so I didn't completely destroy it. Madara, only you and your sister are missing, but we will leave you alone if you give us the Kyuubi and your sister. Naruto, Ya is still dreaming. Naruto and Chan. Naruto na? Naruto. What are you doing here? Naruto was bored at the shelter, so I went out to look for you. Naruto? This is going from bad to worse. Madara, well, it's just you guys who are missing. Naruto, what does that old man mean? Naruto, you see, explains everything to him. Naruto, damn. Naruto, if he activates his Kurama mode, there's no need to hold back. Naruto, if he activates his chakra mode, that's the same. Same as Naruto's, but this one had 2 tails. The cages let us help. Naruto, good. Sexu ha ha ha. I'll take care of the cages. You take care of the kids. He throws himself with the craps and takes them somewhere else. Madara is coming to fight. Madara throws herself and began to confront the 2 brothers, who finished them off. A lot of advantage, but this one used his invisible clone jutsu to then activate his Susanoo, with which he doubled the brothers. And the Konoha ninjas rushed to help, but Madara threw his meteorite technique at them, and that left weak everyone. And Madara took advantage of taking out the essences, which he got, and so on. He was able to summon the 10 tails, and day turned to night in a second, and Madara absorbed the 10 tails, becoming his Yanshinriki. Naruto. He sees his sister weak, creates a clone, and asks her to put her in a safe place. Okay, now he gets up and activates his Sharingan. This isn't over. Madara ha 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 activates his Rinnegan. Naruto, but how? Madara ha ha ha, I got them when I died, but Obito did well to take care of them ha ha ha. Naruto Arga activates his Phoenix mode, and throws a big fireball at him that Madara dodged. And then got hit by a fire asteroid that hit him squarely, but out of nowhere a tree came out, and this was the tree god or not. Madara haha, I admit it did hurt me, but not enough. Naruto combined his Dragon's mode and his Phoenix mode to then activate his Rina Sharingan, with which he obtained a great power. With this power, I will destroy you. Everyone saw that power, they froze, and Sasuke looked expectant, but out of nowhere something happened, and it overflowed. May. In the subconscious. Sasuke, where am I? Menma, hi Sasuke. Sasuke, hi Menma, it said happy and sad. Menma, Sasuke, I want you to promise to protect the village with your life. Sasuke, yes I promise. Menma, fine brother, but that's not why I came. Sasuke then. Menma 4 this puts her hands on his eyes and transplants the Rinnegan as his chakra chains. Now it's your turn, Sasuke Menma. He cries, merging his Rinnegan with the Sharingan, and with that he wakes up. With Naruto. He was giving strong blows that did not seem to do anything to Madara, and this angry created in his hands with some boxing gloves, and throws himself, giving him an attack that leaves him on the verge of death, but he achieved his goal, which was to be able to absorb a fragment of his chakra. Naruto. Yes. Welcome, he absorbs the chakra, and gets his powers back too. He is well healed. Madara. I was on the verge of death when. Uchiha Madara, watch me. Madara ha 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 gladly absorbs the tree god ha 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 yes. Sexuela, you've already absorbed her. Madara yes. Naruto, I'm ready. Sasuke well. Naruto Sasuke. Sakura, this just got ugly. Naruto doesn't even say that Naruto touches her and passes her part of Matatabi's chakra, and she regains her powers. Fine. Madara, it's time for her end out of nowhere, and I comes out on her forehead. Sasuke or does not activate his Susanoo. Madara activates the infinite Tsukuyomi and traps everyone in it except the 4 ninjas. Madara ha ha ha, right now I am the most powerful ninja, and nothing and no one will be able against me. Sasuke argue is right about that. Setsu runs him through the back and begins to release a strange power. Ha 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 ha, I fell into my trap. In that Madara becomes a white ball, so that later she takes the form of a woman, and this woman was Kaguya Otsutsuki, the rabbit goddess. Naruto. It's Kaguya. Sasuke, the rabbit goddess. Naruto Nikken. Naruto. Naruto, just one more time. Naruto, Fine. Sasuke, once this is over, we'll have to figure out some things, you and I. Naruto is. He gets into combat position, but Kaguya sends them all flying with his power, and out of nowhere, grabs Naruto by the cheeks and starts crying. Naruto. Frightened Naruto gives her a blow that sent her several meters too. That's weird. Sasuke, okay, let's give him everything, activate his Susanoo. Naruto, if he activates the Kurama mode. The battle lasted several hours.